So, welcome back, everyone. Actually, on a normal schedule again this time. As usual, let us start with what you guys remember from last time on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Anyone want to volunteer? I would hope maybe Harrison or Blake. I think I haven't heard you guys first in a while.
So last time
Okay.
on Dragon Ball Z,
Sure. Rime of the Frostmaiden. You still have to
Rime of the
add that. It needs the
Frostmaiden.
subtitle.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Rime of the Frostmaiden, Rime of the Frostmaiden.
hmm
We were trying to figure out what the group wanted to do, whether we were going to stay and fight and try to kill the goddess of ice and destruction and hatred of the world and everything that is good. Um, she kicks puppies in the head, the normals. Um, so we were trying to figure out whether we were going to stay or whether we were going to go back and bring the tomes that we had obtained back to the specific party and back in I forget which fucking town or whatever.
Anyone
So we're
remember?
trying to,
See if anyone remembers which town you guys are trying to get to.
Oh,
Off the top of my head, no. I look at the map, I could tell you.
Okay.
pretty sure she's in East Haven.
yeah,
Okay.
I think
Chris
so.
Chris got it right. That is correct. So I will not switch you to the map just yet.
That's funny because I was thinking West Haven. But
Yeah.
East Haven is correct.
Yeah.
Stupid
Oh.
Connecticut.
Stupid Connecticut.
So we stayed inside of the fortress after we completed all the trials the previous time and everything like that. Stayed inside the fortress trying to decide what we were going to do after obtaining the book, dealing with some issues with Pluzak.
What?
What issues?
Acting
What issues were there with
strangely.
Pluzak?
So after dealing with said problems, we decided to go take a rest and figure out what we're going to do and loudly discuss our plans of what was going to happen and why we were doing what we were doing.
Well, I'll open the curtain a little on that one. It wasn't necessarily your volume. It was that you were doing it in Arl's Fortress on Arl's Island, which is
Oh no, I know.
a domain effect thing.
Yeah. It's more so of the fact of I'm just making a joke of it. It's like if we were standing next to somebody and it's like, hey, we're gonna punch you in the face,
Mhm.
but we're gonna go
very
over
true.
there and train first, and then we're gonna
Very
come back
true.
and beat the shit out of you.
Exactly.
Um, so
Ignore these weights that we just purchased and are going to go lift in this zone
Yeah.
over here.
don't mind the pallet of 9mm coming. It's fine.
In Kara's
Um,
case, it's probably more like a stock of RPGs or something. But yeah, fair enough.
So after discussing everything, we were pretty much told you can leave with your lives, but leave the book on the ground, and that was not an option. So she decided to come and start beating the shit out of us, trying to get the tome, book, whatever you want to call it. We were able to fend her off for quite a while,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, we were not able to defeat her completely. At the end of it, I think 3 of us were down, 4 of us were down, and Claw was imprisoned.
I
Sorry,
believe
Mace was imprisoned.
Yeah.
In
That
some type
is
of
pretty close.
ice tomb
Mhm.
crystal thing.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden we are now in a giant fucking room with some demon waifu.
Demon waifu.
Bro, look
I
at
mean,
that. Is that the
I get what you're saying.
that's
uh,
literally the chick from oh god, what is it called?
You are correct, but don't pay too much attention to that. um,
As my screen is filled with a demon waifu.
yeah, no, you good. I will ask if anyone has any extra details they would like to add.
Don't
fucking
curb stop me!
Oh, and we all came back to life once we entered the room.
Yes, everyone is at least aware of what's happening. No one is particularly healed right now. At best, you're like 1 HP and crawling around on the
Yep.
ground, but
Alright, correction. Mallow did curb stop me, but no one did it soon enough.
Mallow, that was a very difficult. Yeah, that was the other thing I do want to state. so that there's record again. Mallow was told to do the thing that literally caused everyone to fucking distrust and hate him. Literally was just like, hey, I want you to kill me. And Mallow literally had to sit there and go, I did that like 20, I helped do that a lot, and everyone hates me to the point that I was being visibly attacked by our own people and nobody cared.
The trauma that the group has imposed upon Mallow already came into
First
effect.
of all, the spores are not really that visible.
When I was being attacked and was made an effort to tell people and talk to them, be like, hey, I'm trying to be better. I know I fucked up. You know, sorry.
All right, I'm here.
But
Welcome
this
back.
person's trying to kill
Thank
me,
you.
and I
Just do a
really
quick
don't
recap.
like that. I can't help you effectively if I'm always having to watch my back. And it's not like he tried to frame me for his own murder / assault when my sister was trying to kill us or do whatever, and then fuck Leif.
I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
just
I don't
throwing
know.
it out there. Just throwing it out there.
Just,
But yeah.
God.
And then we all woke up here, slightly dazed, confused.
Evening, Sarah.
You missed
Alright.
the recap, Sarah.
That's okay. Clock missed some of it too. I would say all that's pretty damn good. I'll open it up one more time. Anything else anyone wants to add?
We went to the room to the north
Mm-hmm.
and cleared out the 2 giants up there and
Mhm.
found a great weapon.
And that Pluzak had a
That
head
was-
injury.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you
I mean, Kara smacking him with lesser restoration. I wouldn't call that a head injury.
Eh.
Mental head injury.
Yeah, mental injury.
But he is the greatest.
That part hasn't
Oh
gone
my
away.
god.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh man. I would say the only thing that I think was kind of left out in that instance is the fact that at the very beginning, you did a good job covering from when you guys decided to like leave the room that you'd started in forward, but you did miss the little bit about facing Arl's kind of personage for the
Wow.
first time. And Mace got debuffed pretty heavily, especially considering where you guys were at.
That's a mild way to put it. I got taken out of combat entirely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was later.
No.
I'm talking at the
Yeah,
very beginning when you lost your blessing.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Also, I forgot. Mace now knows what it's like to be human and hates every single part of it.
Oh yeah.
He now knows what it's like to be cold and it wants nothing to do with it.
Very much so. All absolutely true. All right, perfect. So, I will remind you guys the specific details of the end of the last session were, as you did describe for a bit there, the majority of the party being at least knocked unconscious, some of you on the verge of dying, and Mace, as you pointed out so aptly, locked within an ice crystal, unable to do basically anything as you failed charisma check after charisma check.
Oh yeah. Despite proficiencies and a high charisma
I know,
modifier.
it was wild, honestly. I really didn't expect to hold you that long. Anyway, regardless, there was a flash of lightning, essentially, as a song rang out in your ears. I don't know if any of you remember what it was. I can play it if you would like, but if not, we'll just continue. And you found that once the light had cleared from your eyes, specifically Mace, since mostly everyone else couldn't or wouldn't have seen it, you were no longer entrapped in ice. You were surrounded by all of your friends who were, at a minimum, opening their eyes, kind of looking around what they could, maybe splayed out across the ground, and in what is essentially a gigantic stone room, water emanating from this circular platform that you find yourself standing in the middle of, some sort of a magic circle-like engraving on the ground below your feet, and as you look around, very clearly, a gigantic woman with angel-like wings, with black feathers, and horns of a devil, just looming in, watching the 5 of you. And she basically just offers up a first greeting. Hello there. I am a gnome, the Old Father, although most who come to this plane know me by my personal name, Giselle. It is fantastic to meet all of you. I've enjoyed watching you through the amulet for a while now.
Is she directing herself at any one person in particular?
Seeing as you're the one who's standing, her eyes are probably locked most towards you. But you can tell she's watching over everyone. If anything, her gaze is kind of caring, making sure that everyone is truly rousing and alive.
So I think Mace would feel a little, honestly, a little defeated right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess he would just look in her general direction, not necessarily like eye to eye, but more so, I guess, just to make it obvious that he's directing himself at her. And he would say, "Well, suppose it's nice to meet you as well, and thank you for the solid. Suppose we owe you for that now. What made you decide to intervene?"
Well, it is actually the same reason that I would tell you. You owe me nothing. I have a particular set of interests most gods do not, and as those who seem to align yourselves with what I was hoping for, I decided to send a hand. What you had there, the rescue, was nothing but a reward for having helped one of my... Well, I guess he is technically a priest, not that I would ever think of him as one. So it's no issue. I would tell you, if anything, as long as you continue to do as you have, try and do good in the world and perhaps conquer the Frostmaiden, then I can continue to assist with perhaps some dedication on your part.
Okay, and I mean, don't get me wrong here, but haven't had the most gratuitous experiences with ones of your kind. No offense.
Yes, well,
So,
most of us are assholes, I would agree, but I have a slightly different perspective than the rest of them. In fact, I try to fuck as many of them over as I often can. I think it's something that
Well.
you consider quite close to your heart, yes?
Can I roll insight?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, you can also just ask questions.
Well, I mean, I just kind of want to know if she's lying right now.
Sure.
I don't think I can very well ask that specifically.
Sure.
Can I also roll insight listening to all of this?
Absolutely.
Let's see.
23.
Insight.
Yeah, I mean, she's not really trying to be deceptive anyway, so over a 10 would be fine on either of you. Mallow, you'd be able to tell for certain. But no, there's no real deception here. In fact, you would see a particular kind of distaste in her eyes, mentioning other gods that, yeah, you feel particularly akin to, Mace. It's, Mallow, you'd consider it quite a form of hate, honestly. Yeah, so you'd believe her
She's a
words.
hateful god. She's really just here to bother everyone.
Specifically when she mentions gods. Yeah, not necessarily towards life. or
Right,
anything.
right. Yeah.
I would
Um,
look at Mace and just be like, she hates gods as much as I hate my fucking dad. So I think we're good.
Well, that kind of existence has to be troublesome. But I sense she's telling truth as well. Not that, no disrespect, seeing as, she's there. It's not like I'm
She's
ignoring her
honestly
presence.
just chuckling, grinning down at you guys, and just would basically answer like, "No, it is fine. I used to be quite distrustful of others as well. It was the only way I could make it through life. So, do not worry." Are you saying that out
Might I
loud,
ask,
Tara?
Yeah.
if it's...
She would basically just answer, "Greetings, Valkyrie. As one who is blessed by another god, I am sorry to have intervened, but I hope that your, what is it, All-Mother would not take offense."
Probably
You
won't.
know each other?
Yeah.
Right, of course. Forgot the whole sent from heaven thing.
Technically, no, she is sent from a different realm. It is actually why her gods often are less able to do things here than one like myself. But that is
Oh.
neither here nor there.
Well, I assumed
We
it
met
was
at the
pretty
Arby's.
much all the same, but
Oh no, not
yes,
even
that makes
close.
sense.
I don't know
Well,
that.
that answers that question.
I believe that we were barely able to be touched by the roots of one of her Yggdrasil, you are calling it, and was sent across a rainbow bridge of some sort. You've seen it, I believe.
Sounds pretty progressive.
Kara
Mace.
sits up at that point. Just sits up, looks over, just no, can't won't no, just no. Won't explain it.
Won't explain it.
Okay.
uh,
uh, so once again, we thank you for the solid, but are you really just asking us to try again and continue with what we were already doing, or
yes, absolutely.
I mean,
I need nothing else
you
from you.
forgive the skepticism, but that can't be all there is.
Well, why not? At least, in my opinion, it is something that I want, and it is something that you are doing. I see no difference. Maybe I should explain further. I was once similar to you, in a mortal form, and was forced into this life by another, by the god who previously was in my position. He is an asshole, who thankfully died at my hand, but not before transferring his divine spark to me, and forcing this life upon me. I hate the gods,
Well,
so, if you can help me take out another, why not?
Here,
Plu-
here.
And
Pluzak's gonna say, so you're Anam's wife?
A replacement. No, not wife at all. No, please. The closest thing I've done to touch that man was when I crushed his heart with a power word kill. I couldn't even do it with my own hands. Not him. He was gross.
wow, well, respect.
And what was her name again when she introduced herself?
She said Anam the Allfather,
Giselle?
as Giselle has, or as Kara has said, or Giselle as her personal
Giselle.
name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love the callback.
Yeah.
So then, I guess I'll cut to the chase. How exactly is it that we can best assist, seeing as we have aligned interests at heart?
I would actually offer it as the opposite. I would ask how I can best assist you. As it currently stands, I have several places that I can place you back within the Icewind Dale. I will do so at the one that you believe best assists you. So there is that. But I also wish to offer my hand. And at this point, Mace, interestingly enough, you will find kind of the three images appear in front of you that look very similar to scrolls. You realize very quickly that they are contracts. She basically just explains pretty straightforward. So far, I am the third that you have actually come into touch with. Third god, clearly. What I offer is clarity on what they have been doing, because gods are again assholes, and perhaps the choice of my own divinity at your side, if you so wish. If not, then the only thing I offer from this point is the ability to go back to to one of the locations in the Icewind Dale, and at that point I can do nothing more. I have no more amulets for you. They are difficult to acquire, at minimum. So that is the best I can offer.
Single-use items?
Does
Amulet?
Pluzak say that out loud?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, once my divine power goes through it, it kind of shatters. As you can see, it is no longer on him. And the man who makes them is difficult, at the minimum. And let us say they become rare more because his inability to craft, not because of anything else. But yes, rare nonetheless.
So
Yeah, if you're saying that out loud, she would, of course, nod down at you. Thank you. It is my goal at the minimum to always retain my sense of mortality. I find it gives me an edge over the other gods that they cannot quite predict.
I admire that. But as I'm understanding, the three things that she shows us,
I'll get into it in a
as
second. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the items that you mentioned. It's something
There are
else.
3 contracts. You would see essentially one of them is pitch black with kind of silvery lettering. The middle one is kind of an old-looking parchment with what looks like a wax signet of a lightning bolt, just on the top corner there. Um, and the third one is a snowflake, like on bluish parchment with like a kind of
Okay,
faded
I
out
can
snowflake on the
pretty
back.
much guess what the third one is about.
Yes. So you would be basically see on them, um, at minimum, descriptions
Uh-huh.
of kind of what the intention of the gods are in her words specifically. So
Right. Okay, so this is her interpretation.
her trying to put it into words that Mace would understand what those gods are looking for.
Right.
So we'll start with the Frost Maidens. It's pretty clear to I think by nature of the last conversation we had with the Frost Maiden.
Hmm.
They basically summarizes as subservience. You would have to do the will of the Frost Maiden, but it would
Hmm.
allow you to carry forth the blessing of the Frost Maiden. So yeah, if you swear subservience to do her will, you would regain immunity to cold damage and be able to cast Cone of Cold once per long rest, and it would also be added to your spell list to be
Hmm.
used with spell slots. Um, so that's just on the page for you. The black one would basically describe. You would not necessarily have to follow the will of that person per se, but whatever oath you choose to swear to them would be forever binding, and you would basically become their thing. Is the best way I could. It's summarized.
Ownership.
Yes,
Okay.
is a good way to put it. You would gain initially be called. You would gain a title called Contractor of the Void. You would know that it kind of provides resistance to psychic damage, and you would be able to use Arms of Hadar once per long rest, and it would be added to the spell list. This would potentially, if you stay dedicated, you choose to really embrace the power, also eventually grow into necrotic damage resistance and Hunger of Hadar once per long rest, also added to spell list. These are just
Right.
evolutions, kind of like things have happened as well.
Hmm.
And then the last is, of course, Anam in front of you. You could become a deacon of the Storm Heralds. She basically tells you she will help guide any oath that you choose to take, as long as it is aligned with her beliefs as well. This does not mean that it is a binding relationship, but rather if you do stray from your own oath or you start doing things that she believes are harmful to the world, then you will lose the blessing. So it's a little less binding, but at the same time it can
A
fall
little
off
more
any.
nuanced.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, she's kind of already expressed she's the most mortal, so she's kind of understands the idea of a contract being give and take to some degree as
Right.
well. Um, you would be able to
Um.
gain thunder resistance and the thunder wave spell once per long rest, and if you stay dedicated to her divine nature, thunder and lightning resistances over time, and lightning bolt or thunder step would also be added eventually. Those are all clearly defined on the contracts. You do not have to touch, take, do anything with them. It is just her trying to help Mace understand the bullshit of the gods, essentially.
Right. I guess my first question to her would be toward, like, sort of motioning towards the black contract, asking her, "Do you know who exactly had to do with this?" Not really asking for an identity per se, as that would not really mean much to me, but
Of course.
what's their story?
I do not know their story. They were here long before any of the rest of us. Um, to some degree, it is impossible for any of us to really do much against them. Um, we must all kind of abide by their will. I have only once ever even tried, and at best I could just send a champion to take my place in front of him, and it did not work out as well as I had hoped, so at this point, I would tell you he is powerful, but be careful. Your hammer knows him well.
I guess I would talk to Chance and say anything to add.
He's the one who does the when you want me to break the mask?
Right?
That. He does that. I ask him, channels power. It's like she's talking.
And he just let you do this?
No, I had to ask, like she's saying. I mean, I think
Hmm.
technically I said that I would, try and convince you to work with him, but eh.
So you hold no interest in any of it?
No, said first one's free.
I see. Honestly, those kind of deals are shifty at best, and I'm done dealing in second guesses. And frankly, as much as that was helpful and uh, that was useful in its time, I still live by the principle that I want to know who I'm dealing with. I don't think, especially dealing with gods, as he looks at Giselle, I don't think that's a choice that I want to make blindly. Now that he directs himself directly to Giselle,
Mm-hmm.
to Anon, he says, and what about you, lady? What's your story?
You wish the whole story?
Well, tell me why you do what you do.
It is as I told you. I had my life ripped away from me. My family killed in the accident that blessed me with my powers, which was really just the god creating a body that he could then allow his divine spark to travel over into, since he wished a life of his own once more. So as one both doomed and damaged by the gods, I fought, and was ultimately still taken, if not for several friends who managed to help me in my last moment of need. I would not even be able to be in this form before you with my own consciousness. So I hate the way gods do things, and wish to put some more balance in the world towards the mortals. Allow that, perhaps, with my hand, I can keep ones like you from befalling of harm from gods that are less than worthy of perhaps their positionage, in my opinion. If they have decided to give me divinity, I will use it my own way, as I please.
I see. Well, uh, this does not come easy to me. But of all the people that we've encountered so far, both mortal and otherwise, you've been one of the more straightforward with us, with me. So how about this? Mace will take, a couple steps forward.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to look you eye to eye. And if you tell me that you want the gods to feel what you went through, I will be the hand that makes it so.
Interesting. Okay. Um, with a smirk, she'd kind of stand up off of a giant stone throne that had kind of been covered by most of her personage, and she will start stepping towards you. And with each kind of individual step, she starts to shrink down in size, kind of manage herself. You would tell it does take not necessarily effort per se, but it seems like a conscious effect. And the closest she gets is a little bit bigger than you, but no larger than Kara. Sometimes is, and she just kind of goes and hands or puts out a hand for a handshake, essentially, and just tells you, I believe that those terms are plenty acceptable. And in all honesty, at the end of the day, I have been watching you long enough to know that you are one I think I could have been friends with, were I still mortal. So it already makes it easy enough to say, I am more than happy to fight by your side.
Mace will not so much hesitate, but he will take a second or two before motioning. But then he will confidently, grab her hand and shake it.
Absolutely. If you are dedicating to that, you would gain the title the Deacon of the Church of the Storm Heralds. I will try and send it to you through Discord. It's probably going to be fastest for me. Bolts of lightning would run up your arm as they come from, up her hand. And you would just feel essentially a surge of power. It would very much replace, and if not be more powerful than, the kind of sense of protection that you realize that you've lost from Arl's divine blessing, the Midwinter Child. So it feels familiar to you in that sense, but wholeheartedly different in that you still feel the cold, but you feel nothing
Right.
from this lightning that's running up your arm. If anything, it's just a gentle tingle, kind of warm, and almost as if like a motherly embrace in some regards. You feel protected by it. It is not something that has want to harm you, at best, or I should say at minimum. Um, yeah. So let me try and get this copied. And she would, give you a quick one or two pump handshake, and would let you go with a nod. Um, Thank you for choosing to trust me, and I will do what I can to assist you guys going forward in your journey. Let us crush that frost bitch, did you say? Looks at you, Kara.
Yep. Ice bitch going down. You can send us back to her, right?
I cannot quite do that, sadly. That would require me to have some sort of point of contact within another god's domain, as I had with the amulet that I had provided you. But without that any longer, no, I cannot send you back to her. I could show you this, though. And Kara, the water that you're kind of sitting in suddenly just like forms up in front of you into a map of the Icewind Dale. The rest of you would also see like a big map form up in the air that you guys can all see above you, and I will transfer you all to the map for now. And let me just first fix my camera. So,
Who drew all the dicks?
Where are they, or what are they?
I said, who drew all the dicks?
They were there from the
Two.
beginning of time.
Man, we haven't seen this map in forever.
have we not?
It's been a while since Angachuk's Bell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're about to get some interesting information. Give me 1 second. So, as she calls up
And
this map
so
for you,
actually, I have a question.
go for it.
So this, like, from here, can I just do the whole oath thing, or?
If you wish to swear an oath, she will also accept that oath. You do not have to do so in the moment. This blessing that you have received will still be on you regardless. Choosing to swear an oath will allow you to change to a different, oath subclass, right? At any
Right,
point,
yeah.
I guess, technically. I would say it probably makes most sense to do maybe on the next level up, just narratively, because you guys are kind
Makes
of close.
sense. Yeah, absolutely.
But at this point, if you choose to swear an oath, she would basically be, watching over that oath. So you would be beholden to her. You would become an
Under
oath breaker
the
again
rules
at
of
some
that
point.
oath, yes,
Yeah.
of course.
So you
Uh,
essentially, in my mind, though, you do have two separate functionalities. I will explain quickly.
Uh-huh.
Your paladin subclass is what relies on your oath to her, whatever
Yes.
that oath is.
Yeah.
Your blessing from her is whether or not she chooses to continue to bless you. So as long as you are
Right,
still
okay.
acting in alignment with her ideals, you will continue to have the blessing I just sent you. That's what you
Gotcha.
agreed to just now. If you choose to swear an oath to her as well, that's how you will have that specific switchover in power.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, it's not like I even have to like swear it to her. I can just,
Correct. You can
sort
still
of
do it
make
to
a life
yourself.
choice, so to
It's just,
speak.
narratively, it's kind of where the
Um,
shift in power
but
would
yeah,
come from her divine assistance to
I
some degree
think
or
I
whatever.
think you're right. It makes sense to do it at the next level up, and
Mhm.
also I don't think I would immediately go that direction. I was just wondering.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of have her ear at the bare minimum. So
Yes.
if it does happen, then I know.
Okay. So, anyway, as the map comes up, you guys would basically see these 3 points be shown. These lightning bolts would be kind of marking. One of them would be near Lonely Wood. It would be actually kind of slightly set away from the town, and all of you have been there enough to kind of know at this point it is likely the workshop, Mace's father's workshop.
Oh.
The next one is above Brinchander, and the last one is above Goodmead. To quickly explain, the best I can do is to kind of hijack other places of power that are maybe not as well. One of them will let me, the other two are not currently being used, but they are sanctified, so I can bring you there. Any of the three. But I will tell you, there is benefits and harm to each choice. If you wish to hear, I'd be more than happy to guide, but if you have purpose or objective And you already have a decision in mind, I can of course just help you. Whichever way you choose.
I'll look at the rest of the group. Ideas?
Well, we can't go back to the island.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
so-
forgot to add one thing. You would also see, essentially, she would form this as well. And would add, just be known, the contract that you have been alerted about, previous to going to Oro's Island, it has created a bounded field in this area. You would do well to be careful inside of it.
And why is that?
The game that you are a part of, that you have been contracted to. Do you not remember? And again, she'd kind of form up a piece of paper. And you guys would definitely be reminded of... Let me find it in my notes. The little kind of thing that you had received, Mace, from that god that was droning in your head for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the rules of conduct. King will hold power over death until all pawns have fallen.
Mm-hmm.
No play may occur outside of the bounds of the playfield. Only pieces on the board may be involved, and disobey, and all punishment will be fierce. Victory guarantees what you seek. Yeah, she's referencing that. Is what you would just very easily be able to assume.
Right, okay. I suppose should have read the fine print on that one.
Well, considering again it is a god that is doing it to you, I highly doubt that the fine print was really given to you.
Right, well, at least you understand my pain.
Yes, do you wish an explanation?
I'd appreciate any extra insight that you might be able to offer.
It is very straightforward. That one, and she points over at Mallow, or at least his father, has decided to use a different method to achieve what he wishes. So, good news for you is, you are free. Or at least as close to it as one who has a mark of death above his head is.
Charming. And that means then that he's the only one that's really at play here?
No, you are all pieces. That is what the contract has stated, no? Kings and pawns. I think the greater question to ask yourself is, who is the king?
Correct. I think I have a vague idea, but is everyone else getting the same I'm getting as I look at everyone else?
All that comes to mind to me is just a couple more people to kick out of the chosen grounds.
Luzak is very confused. He doesn't remember any sort of play fields, pawns,
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
kings.
Yeah, I think it might be difficult for Mallow to remember because I think he just came back from 10 years of being imprisoned in a mask.
Yeah.
I think Pluzak
Yeah,
was
well,
made aware, but it might not
just to
have been.
give you a small refresher. The idea is that your dad, Mello, is likely going to try to take the place of Oro, or at least the vacuum that she's going to create once we vanquish her. Or at least a similar position.
Oh, well, your idea is correct, but no. He has made a deal with a god, someone that you all have also dealt with. And I guess he is going to be given some sort of immortality, would be my judgment by an understanding. Power over death, yes? And she looks down at Kara. Power over death, yes?
For the love of all that is freaking Odin. Can we just smite him and be done with it?
You think that I have not tried? Well, I technically have not, but at least my people are aware of his existence now. Mostly thanks to you all.
Yep, time to go that way.
I will warn you all. I don't think I am allowed to interfere too much with where his pieces are on the board, as the other god will definitely do things I do not wish. But I can say this. If you perhaps wish to understand the pieces in play against you, your best bet would be to go to Lonelywood. It is also the safest option available to you. If you wish instead to perhaps bear the danger and just go straight for your goal, then I would say what, Goodmead? You wish to go to East Haven, yes? That is my understanding.
I mean, it wouldn't take us long to go from Lollywood to East Haven. We could figure out more
That
information.
may be a little bit different from your last memory of the Ten Towns. And
What's
as she
changed?
says this, the map kind of shifts to be more topographical, or sorry, less topographical and more like like Google Maps, how it has like the physical
Satellite
view.
view.
Yeah.
Satellite view.
Yeah. So it kind of
Okay.
turns into that, and you would just see pure blizzard over the entirety of the Ten Towns.
Oh,
You have, let us say, done good at pissing Oral off. Honestly,
I high five Kara.
I think it is quite endearing,
He accepts.
but it is not exactly to the best interest of yourself and the Tin Towners.
So we go back to Angajuk, we go back and we, finish what we started.
Well, no,
Yeah?
she's
Yeah,
gonna
agreed,
teleport us.
You are going to go after the Frostmaiden once more.
You're damn right I am.
If
I look
that
at
is
Kara.
your wish, I guess. You did not succeed this time. I would say perhaps
Okay.
strengthen yourselves, but I know your goals, so good luck.
Oh wait, you said you can't get us back to the island. Fuck.
No, closest is again the area above Lonelywood that is sanctified for some reason.
And that's even if we get back there, and if we get back to Angajuk's bell, and hope that he hears it, because for all we know, he's still waiting at the island, and we didn't defeat her. We barely were able to fucking survive as long as we did.
What do you suggest then? That we bide our time, try to get stronger?
Well, I mean,
I-
from my understanding of what you all spoke about, that even got her on your case in the first place, will that book that you still hold not do something that will weaken her?
Yes,
Kara pulls it out from
does.
inside her armor. Forgot about this.
Where do you keep that? What do you have the
Don't
space
ask.
for it?
Don't ask.
It was in the bag of holding. You have one as well, no? I teleported it there as I grabbed her body and then brought you all.
Right, of course. Sorry.
You act as if I have not done adventuring before. It was actually quite something I did frequently. I know that when
Huh.
you get an item, it is good to throw in the bag of holding.
Right. I just had never seen her pull anything out like that before. It was a little.
Kara just like
I
does
would say almost cartoonish.
the video game like turns sideways, just pulls it out of nothing.
I just
Yeah.
took a rab at that.
Puts her hand behind her back, suddenly there's something huge behind it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
just
we're no
so
longer
I'm
were in range of my objectives, so go with the other one. We'll return the book and go through that trial.
It might be our best shot anyways. I mean, that one woman that we were helping seemed to know a great deal about the Frostmaiden and everything that made her her.
Oh, Valine? Yeah.
Again, do as you will.
Everyone else in agreement? I mean, I feel like we've kind of taken the direction here, and it's kind of all of our lives on the line, so I'd appreciate it if...
Well, the lives that you
If
have
you
on the line are
disagree.
of what multiple direction. Yes, it is the Frostmaiden. It is the rules of the game that you now find yourself in. And again, I would suggest that you have to kind of choose which or how you wish to proceed in that matter as well.
Luzak is going to ask her, have you heard about the rumors the Hex is spreading that we are working with him?
Yeah. So she would actually walk up to you, Pluzak, since she's kind of close by, and just, or not necessarily all the way up, but like close enough that she's interacting with you more personally there. Now,
I
that
would
is-
say close enough that she can smell him, but that's
She could smell him the entire
That
time.
would be
And,
anywhere.
yeah, anywhere in the room. It's an enclosed room.
She could smell him from
Yeah.
a different realm.
Not only is it an enclosed room, but she's like lifted water into the air, so it's kind of moist now, and the mushrooms are all like
Yeah.
opening to kind of
Oh,
accept the moisture.
God.
Little does she know this is great for Puzak's mushrooms.
But no,
Yeah.
she walks over and she nods at you kind of and now that is a good question, Turtleman. I can actually speak more on the matter because you have now asked. The hex rumors, yes, are being spread quite well. The veracity with which they are increasing is outpacing that which I initially thought, and as the blizzard that is covering the Tin Towns has been caused by Arl, it is causing some interference with the way that I can see what is happening down there. So I would tell you to be very careful. As to rumors that you are working, what you said, with the Hex, I heard it was with the Frostmaiden.
Oh, yeah, with the Frostmaiden. That's what.
Yes, they are still definitely prolific. You would need to be careful in towns that you do not have good rapport, but from my understanding of your past actions, I would say East Haven should be fine. Prince Shander, you are known by many. Perhaps the places north, though, not so much, or at least I should say northeast, not so much.
We stopped the dragon in Tourmaline, so they should probably like us there.
Yes, them and Lonelywood as well. I believe that is your hometown. She looks over at Mace.
Right.
I would actually add that Lonelywood has experienced something Hex-related recently. I believe you guys asked before leaving whether or not they had, yes? Their answer is very different now, for sure.
What do my siblings do?
Well, it depends on what you mean by that. Because technically, I believe your sister has tried to help that be a safe haven for you to return to.
Okay. And any of the others?
They are around. I believe wandering between several towns, each of them. Your father has commanded them to find when and where you return.
Whatever we do.
She will actually, I guess, yeah, you know what? I think she could show you this with having asked the questions by the way I'm playing the rules.
What I'm gonna say while
you would be
showing...
shown this. Let me... Actually, I should
An
go
eggplant.
on. Yeah, one sec. You'll see. I cannot tell you
Or-
what their plans are or how they plan to do things, but these zones are apparently massively controlled by your father's pieces. I should clarify, the one northwestmost. It is your sister. She has been patrolling that area, but I do not believe she is acting for him. I'm not sure how that actually is working.
So she's around Terminal?
She was last seen in
Terminal and
Lonelywood,
Lonelywood.
personally, as
Oh,
far as I'm
Lonelywood,
aware,
okay.
but I have not seen much from the storm, so I do not know. The others I am not aware of who is doing what where, but I would warn you that they have been in the areas, and the rumors are most prolific in those zones.
How many
Which you're-
siblings do you actually have?
Yeah,
Mallow just looks over and just goes, "My dad fucks a lot."
Well,
He
considering
has
he's
his
fucked
own
with us,
army,
yeah.
and we're
kind of
all
like Leif
related.
in that sense.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, with less fish and, you know.
Yeah.
That's why we don't get along. Is he doesn't like the fish.
I literally just go, "He has a small army, and we're all related."
Sounds like my family.
That, yeah.
Can your priests spread word that we are not working with the Frostmaiden and we are working against it?
I'm gonna
Well.
tell you right now, if there's one thing that the Hex can do, it is make an entire town believe what they want.
I will defer to him on that. It is not as well known to me, but I would say I could try. But the main priest who was in the area has currently already left with some sort of Goliath friend.
That was my next question.
Yes, that is. So there is some in the area who are now believers of me, and I can send any sort of divine dreams down that I might be able to surmise. But there is little that I think they will be able to do to conquer the sort of rumors I was beginning to see spread in the area before Magnus left.
And you had mentioned Sir Dimple Chubbs.
Yes, Magnus. No, no one
Chubs.
uses his ridiculous second name. So I can help with it. We were from Waterdeep, and of the seedier sort. He went to a man who could create the most incredible of false identities, but the man was not exactly a fan of tieflings, so when he found out Magnus's true identity, he decided to give him the strangest of names that he had produced. It is all 100% legitimate. He actually has noble papers to back everything up, but his name, when he chooses, is Dimple Chubb, and we refuse.
So Magnus
Yes, thank you.
is walking around with Pecha, and
And
they
the
look
music
in
man,
quite a hurry.
yes.
Yeah, did you?
They
Yes.
did not necessarily hurry. None of you are very aware of how much time has passed. No.
Well, they left without telling us where they were going. Do you know?
Oh yes, it is south on the Sword Coast. It is nothing close by enough to help you.
Whatever we do, wherever we go, we are going to have to try to hide / blend in as best as we can. Doesn't matter where we go. Because if my siblings are around, they're going to be searching for us.
Mace looks up and down at his own body. I don't know how you
Stretches her
normally
wings.
do it.
I'll be the bait.
Well, there is
I mean,
also
I
the
can
option.
maybe cosplay as, I don't know, a boat, but
You can wear enough stuff that you could look like a Goliath and cover your face.
There is
I do
always the
have the
last
symbol
option.
in our
You
case.
could all just brave through the wastelands. You have proven to be able to go through Oral's Island, but at the same time, with the blizzards going, I do not know how easy that will be. And Oral, well, her eyes are everywhere, so you must be careful. I don't know. It is, I guess, just a matter of the devil that you wish to face.
I think our best option is to go to Goodmead, trek to East Haven, try to figure out what we can from the book, try to find gear, and go back and beat the shit out of her.
Luzak would say we should go to Lonelywood. We have your sister there that can help us, and we can go to East Haven over the hills, not by roadway.
We also have to deal with the fact that our big metal friend is learning what a humanity is like and has to deal with all of our problems now too.
a little discomfort is not going to stop me. Not at this
Okay.
point.
Oh, you have cold weather clothing too.
He would.
I do.
Okay. Okay.
He should learn what every other man learns. Man up.
Helicopter?
Well, my dad did teach
Oh!
me a few things, but
Mace
You know.
Mace just looks like waterboarding, or Mallow just looks like waterboarding.
Yeah.
Is that what we're?
Oh, is it his turn to be waterboarded now?
Not what your father has taught you.
well, I mean, he's the only one that really had a father figure around. So unless you're planning to teach me anything,
My father was around for as long as he could be, and my parents have both taught me everything they could during that time.
is that how you know what you know how to do with your cauldron and the spatulas and stuff?
You mean cooking?
That's what it's called, right? Yes.
Yes.
Well, it seems like it's useful for people of your disposition.
Do you have to eat now, Mace?
No, I
He's
don't
not a
believe so.
human.
I don't know the severity of what's happened to him. Mallow doesn't fucking know.
So you know how we have a blessing of the Morning Lord? Like that's what he had from Oral, except she took that away from him, or
Yeah.
something similar. Not 10 HP like we got, but
So instead of 10 HP, I had resistance to cold.
Okay.
But you know, the it's not a bad simile. I am currently suffering from a lot of otherwise human displeasures.
Wait, like
Uh,
random boners?
RBS.
well, no, those are scheduled, and
Yeah, you get so scheduled. Oh God.
Be like Lamb carry dead bodies over through the woods on his hands with his penis.
God.
Ingenuity at its finest.
Do you still have the Punisher?
I do technically.
Kara would look towards Anam, and would we be able to rest before we go?
Oh, feel free. There is going to be some differentiation in my having grabbed you from the island and putting you back out into the 10 towns anyway. 8 hours will change very little.
Do you have anything else here that can help us?
Well, the water is perfectly potable, as your friend has found out, so feel free to refresh and refill any sort of canteens, but you will also feel rejuvenated without the need for food here. I cannot do much else, though.
It feels
I-
strange to ask this, but are you going to get in trouble for helping us, lady?
No, you are now one of my blessed, so it is even more so an excuse to do so.
I suppose that works.
want to try something. I just have to remember.
There is a lot that can be called divine intervention when you are willing to bend rules and call bullshit out for what it is.
Amen.
I knew I liked you.
I want to pull out Jing Long's alchemy guide,
Okay, absolutely.
Oh, hey, there we go.
and I want to show it to her
Mhm.
and see if she can provide any insight due to her.
Good call.
Omniscience.
Yeah, like I just.
She's
I
just
don't
like, listen, I am a god,
Pulls
not
out a
an
book.
alchemist.
"Can you
What the fuck
read?"
do you want me to do with this?
I'm a god of thunder and like of fucking other gods.
I am
like,
I am literally the god of giants. Half of them have no capacity to read their own language. What do you want me to do with this?
it's a miracle they developed writing.
I mean, the smartest of giants literally almost killed themselves off by pissing off the man who used to be in this position. Okay, I don't know what to expect.
So she
When
doesn't
any
know
of them knew what to write, they burned each other for witchcraft. So
She would not be able to provide much guidance on the alchemy journal at this point. I would say though, there's really not much guidance to be provided. You pretty much just have to keep, working away at it rolls wise.
Okay. Does she have
collective
any
parts.
guidance within? Just because, so she's got a giant.
Yes,
Just wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God, I'm trying to
if
think.
the size didn't tip you off. Giant to
no.
a giant.
What I'm trying to think of too is if she would have any. I guess it doesn't matter race-wise. Does she have any insight into, like, the energy key and everything like that? Mal's taking any chance that he has to try to fucking learn
Okay.
anything that he can.
She would explain. I am aware of its existence, but there is little that I actually know of it. I was more magically inclined in my mortal life, and as a god, it is mostly the same, just the sort of control of mana that we have is on a scale that is undescribable to the human understanding. I would tell
I
you that
create
if
minor illusion
yeah.
to show her that I also have somewhat of the ability.
Sort of. It is
that's very cute.
yes, it is cute, exactly as the metal one has said. Regardless, no, I have very little insights into the powers of the physical energies of Ki. But I would tell you that the Dragon Man has left a note for you in East Haven, and if you were to follow it, I believe it's possible to ask him for guidance.
He left us. Where in East Haven did he tell you?
I believe
got
it
a
was
pen pal
actually
now.
you guys who told him. Do you not
Yeah.
remember?
I've been gone in
Oh,
my
actually,
brain
I don't think she
for
would know
10
that.
years.
Hold on. She might not know that detail yet. Yeah,
What do you mean
she
she's
would
a
have
god?
still
She
had
knows everything.
sort of.
Yeah.
She knew a lot about what you guys were doing when Magnus was with you because the amulet in his presence. But at that point, I think you guys didn't have him with you. You walked away to go talk to or deal with the flower. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just keep it the same. I think canonically
Okay.
I
We
was
did
a
have
little
the
off on
amulet.
that. Did you at that point? It was the reward you got for telling Magnus where the flower was,
Oh,
and that he'd
yeah,
receive
so
it.
it was after that.
It
Yep.
was right after. It
That's
was
right.
literally the thing that got you guys the access to it. Regardless, it doesn't really matter that much. It's small details.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm in understanding.
Well,
so-
he would know because we told him that Dragon Kai would come
To East
to
Haven.
find him, and
Or-
then if he didn't find
right.
him, he would go to East Haven.
Correct. Good call. Very good call.
And that
Thanks for
was so
saving my
long
ass,
ago.
Red.
So long.
It's
So-
been a bit, man. I know. I keep going back and like skimming through those episodes to try and fucking make sure my details are straight too.
our options, I'm looking at the group, are Lonelywood to meet up with my sister and try to get a semblance of help from her, or whatever she can provide. Or we go to East Haven, or we go to Goodmead and make our way to East Haven from there.
Well, out of character. What can we obtain from Easthaven? I mean Goodmead. Just your note.
Nothing.
Information.
Just being closer.
No. Just Giselle. Anam was pretty clear as well. Information on the game, essentially.
In good.
The Black Border. Yeah, in
Okay.
Lonelywood. With the shit going on in the Black Border and what's going on with the circles, you will be able to learn more about all that if you go to Lonelywood.
So I think it's better to inform ourselves of what's actually going on behind the scenes than go to your sister to strategize as to how to solve it.
It's the sister is the information on the circles to make that clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm misunderstanding then.
Yeah.
Good meat is
Because
just where
he said Goodmead, then Easthaven, I think, right? That's what you said.
You
Mallory?
could also do that if you just want to bum rush for East Haven and try and just get the book there and progress that. That's your call.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is our two options is figure out more by going to my sister in Lonelywood, or we go straight to Goodmead to bum rush, like saying bum rush to East Haven, to go and figure out what we can, because we have to go through Lonelywood. We're gonna have to go back up that way anyways to get back to Ingejuke's Battle to go fight.
It's at this point I don't want to deal with more uncertainties. It would be my style to just bum rush it, but I think both myself and Mace as a character would feel very uncomfortable with honestly fucking it up again. So my vote is towards finding out more and then figuring out what we do from there.
I look to Kara. I know that we want to hurry up and go fight her, but we have to do something because I'm not gonna let all of you die again. I'm not gonna let
That's
it get
awfully
that
kind
close.
of you.
Out of
like
however
that- I
Pluzak
like the
writes
idea that
that
you-
down. Pluzak Mallow says
Besides-
he's not going
besides
to
that
let
one.
us die.
besides
Crosses
that
it out.
It is now a
Or
binding
like
contract.
scribble.
Except me.
Nope,
Blue
don't
Zach-
even. Doesn't I don't even put it in the book.
At
Never
that
said
point.
it.
Yeah. All right. I like that you're saying like you walk over to Kara though, but like Kara's over in the pond, like the water just like swimming.
I-
She's
I was-
just
I
like
was sitting
like
next to her.
15 feet away from you, and you're just like yelling at her.
I figured we were all.
No.
'cause
I'm just
I
joking
walked
because of
over-
what Chris wrote
Okay.
in the chat is all.
Yeah, I walked over with her.
I'm aware, but he has I think since written that Kara is actually like swimming in the water. So I was just joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's alright. No worries. But yeah. So that's all fair and said. I guess I would just ask at this point. So does that mean the consensus is Lonelywood? Is that what I'm getting?
That's one of the sense
I
I'm
think
getting.
so, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have another question for her before
Absolutely.
we leave. If that's the
Well,
case.
and I honestly, it sounds like the
We're
party's
gonna
going to
take
take
a
a
long
long rest. Yeah, so you have plenty of time for questions.
Okay. Anybody else? Mallow, did you want to continue with anything?
So we're gonna go to Lonelywood. We are definitely gonna need to talk to my sister just to get an idea of what we need to do when we get there. We need to talk to her to figure out what she knows about my sibling. Because if they're talking to my dad, he's most likely in cahoots to fuck us over completely, and is gonna fuck. Go ahead.
Pluzak raises his hand and he says,
A stench grows from under his armpit.
A mushroom pops out.
"Didn't you tell me that you met your father in one of the taverns and he took her mask?"
Was Pluzak not with us when that?
He was not.
Pluzak
Oh,
was
yeah,
with
you
you
were
when you
gone
met your
during that.
sister, but not during that fight, correct? Pluzak not Pluzak, Fred technically was one of your siblings at that point. That was a fun reveal.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Last time I'm gonna be a
An
different,
enemy, yeah. Well,
NPC
not necessarily the
because
No, that's not
they're
necessarily
just
true.
gonna kill me.
There is another NPC kicking around they can trust that you could potentially play. It's just whether or not you ever meet him again.
Oh,
So yeah, yes.
Well, actually, then
he-
again,
this-
Mallow might just gank him out.
Oh, if it's my sibling, he's dying.
Ravenous is what I'm talking about.
Ravenous is dying.
Uh-oh. You're fucked, Fred.
What I remember from it is my dad coming, trying to get information about what happened to my sister. when I
And you
wouldn't
said
get
he took the mask.
he did. And didn't he place my old mask on top of my face before he left?
After he put it
Correct.
on you, killed you, took your soul out, did things, and then put you back in it without the mask.
No, it was
Okay.
specifically he put the mask on you and killed you to put you in the mask. That's how he put you in the 10 years.
Okay.
But yes,
And I explained that to Pluzak
Close enough.
and be like, I was in nothingness for 10 years. What I thought was 10 years.
I think the issue in question is he's curious as about what the mask was used for with your sister and why she'd be patrolling.
Tracking and memories, from my understanding.
But
oh, also, I should
Okay.
clarify. Yeah, I should clarify to you guys. It was a while back. When he killed Mallow and put him in the mask, that was the mask he raised to his face to learn what had happened with the sister. He then put it back on Mallow. That's what Kara was referencing about that situation. He also
oh,
did
that's right. We
take
destroyed her mask
that.
from.
That is, I believe. No, did you destroy hers as well? Yes, you might have. They both, I believe, are destroyed at this point. Yes.
Oh no, we didn't. No, we
Is
we
that right?
didn't destroy
You
her
destroyed
mask.
Mallow's for sure. You might have destroyed
we-
both of Mallow's, is what I'm thinking.
Gemini destroyed whose?
The second of
Mallow's.
Mallow's, I think. Yeah, because Mallow destroyed the second one that he had made
So
as
then,
well.
yeah, he has her mask.
Correct. Yeah, sorry. I'd have to go back and rewatch to
Yeah,
make sure, to be honest, but
her,
I believe that
I
is
remember-
correct. That the tracking aspect is correct. I'm just trying to remind you the memories thing was actually him basically mind fucking Mallow.
Okay.
That came from you, Mallow.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what I'm trying to say
Mhm.
is, if he's had her mask, can he control her again? And maybe Lonelywood is not safe.
From my small knowledge of it, he would not be able to control her. It was a way to track where we were and collect memories. Or not even collect. Well, he put he put my soul in the mask, you said?
Yes, at one point.
So he bound me to it to be able to destroy me mentally. And then put my soul back. As far as I know, my sister has her soul.
And I also want Pluzak and Mallow, both of you roll me insight quick. I want to see something.
This was so long ago.
Pluzak, you were at the fortress, correct? The Duergar fortress?
17.
It was Pluzak, not Ravenous?
It was Bluzak at the fortress,
Okay,
not
yeah,
Ravenous,
thank you.
correct.
Okay, so with those rolls, Mallow, you would remember this. Pluzak, you would not. But actually, so I'll do it this way. I'll send this to you, Mallow, and let you guys,
That's good.
because I like
Because
to
that's
review
how I'm
information.
playing it. Like I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, you wouldn't remember it anyway. It's something Pluzak would have seen, but apparently not remembered. All right, let me see.
You're typing to me.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, Chris, the dogs have their Pokemon videos up for their nap time again.
That's adorable.
Thank you for warning me about that, Fred.
I love that.
They're
only-
watching Nuzlocke from
The only
Fly
reason
Guy.
why I know is because I'm looking at notes that you sent me.
I'll be right back for a moment.
So Mallow is continuing to talk to Pluzak about all this. From what I can tell, the masks themselves give my dad something that he wants, whether that is insight to what we are doing besides the tracking, or whether that is a way to control us or get us to do his bidding without us knowing. I don't know. I do know that he wanted to make sure that we had them at all times. He wanted to make sure that no matter what, we kept them, we used them, and destroying it was the only way that I knew at the time to stop his obsession with mine, at least. My assumption is that it continues on with the rest of them. Whatever the abilities that those give to him to control us, I don't know. I know that it can track us, but that's it. And apparently hold souls. So I don't know what they are besides that. but he does want us to have them, and she doesn't have hers. The last time that we saw her, it was given to me. He took it. What happened after that, I don't know.
Just, it's been quite a few 10th days. I think if we go to Lonelywood, there is a chance she might not be friendly.
And if we go anywhere else, we're going to face my siblings anyways. Do we
Yes.
take the so we have
I
the
just
opportunity?
warning. I
Oh.
still say
Mallow
Lonelywood.
expects everyone to. I'm talking in third person. I expect everyone to try to kill me, no matter what. It doesn't matter, especially if they're related to me. The fact that she helped us the way that she did and asked for help the way that she did does not change the fact that I still expect all of my family to kill me.
Okay.
But we have an
Please Zach, just
opportunity.
okay.
Yeah,
We have
just,
an opportunity.
you know, he knows, I know. Hopefully other people have heard the conversation. They know that Lonelywood might not be a safe spot, or as safe as we think it might be, right?
But East Haven is not a safe spot. Karen Duvall is not a safe spot. Bryn Shander is
Right.
not
Oh
a safe
yeah,
spot. No
exactly.
matter where we go, it does not matter.
Well,
But we have the
Goodmead is
chance.
not controlled by one of the people of the Hex.
I
That's,
would
that's
also
what
like
these
to
circles
point
are.
out that Goodmead literally has nothing living there except for perhaps wolves and verbigs.
Right. So if we went to Goodmead, it would basically be us teleporting to a spot that is uninhabited now, right? Because the town was destroyed, and we could make our way to East Haven from there without much issue, I would say. If we go to Lonelywood, there's the potential 50-50 chance of her being good or bad, and then from there we would still have to get to East Haven,
which is 100% bad.
Yeah, I mean we have to get to East Haven anyway. That's all Pluzak's trying to do. He's trying to
So you are
make sure everybody knows. Information is, gold.
You are wondering what if the sister is with the Hex? Is that the question?
Yes.
I have seen no interaction between her and your family since she has left the mask with you. Actually, yeah, I guess that's fine.
I don't have it.
No, I'm aware. I'm saying that since that point, I had not seen any interaction with your family. If she is working with him, it is a very long con.
Have you been able to keep up your sight of her even after the blizzards?
There were bits and pieces before that I saw, but no, not since the blizzards.
I think that we have a good chance of being able to have some help.
Okay, so you're thinking like 70-30?
I'm going with like 75-25.
Okay.
We get help / we get murdered. But 100% we try to get they will try to murder us in East Haven no matter what. So either we're gonna have to be in a fight no matter what. But if we can have the chance of help, I say we take that, make our way to East Haven, do what we can there, and then figure out how to get back.
If the sister can provide us information with how to track the rest of the siblings, I think it's a gamble worth taking. Also, I'm still sort of spoiling for a fight, so...
So I think we just go visit his sister then.
Seems to be the consensus.
Okay. Good. Alright. Anybody else have questions?
Can I become a real
No.
boy?
What? Oh, yikes.
You can in my Pinocchio
not
Dungeons and
100%
Dragons.
sure how to turn metal into flesh. That is not within my wheelhouse. I do know a very good magical smith who has a perchance to hack things apart. I could ask him.
No, it was more of a wandering thought, thank you.
That is
Though
probably
I
the
have
correct
heard of
answer.
people-
I'm pretty sure that if you were to ever ask yourself to be worked on by him, you would face major consequence. Either that or he would
see.
make you into some sort of pseudo-deity, I'm not sure. It is really a roll of the dice.
To that, Pluzak would kind of light up a little bit and say, Mace, do you have a soul?
I believe I do. I mean, else I would not have been able to be
He does.
Yeah,
How do
I
you know that, Kara?
Because my abilities can affect him.
Okay.
Just X
So
writing.
you want to be a real boy. What if you were larger than a boy? Would you want to be that too?
I don't necessarily think so. In fact, just knowing that I can feel the cold and that is one of the minor inconveniences that you fleshies have to deal with, has already sort of watered down the idea for me. So I think I'm pretty satisfied with who I am right now, anyways.
What if I could make it so you didn't feel cold? I mean, what if you didn't feel cold as a larger than a boy?
If I didn't feel cold as I am, or what are you trying to say?
You said, could you turn me into a real boy? What if I turned you into something larger than a boy, but
Man,
boy-like? A man. What if I turned you into a man that didn't feel cold?
that's an interesting prospect,
Zach
but
opens his arms.
I retract my
oh,
tail. Turn around.
no.
No, no, I
Um,
don't. I know. I know. I'm kidding about that part.
um,
Uh,
honestly, unless you're trying to get a little more specific with what you're trying to do, I'm hesitant to agree to anything.
Well, I just need to find how to extract a soul, and then I could make it so you're not cold. You would not be in this cold metal form. You would be in a man
That's
form.
all right.
Ish.
I'll just say it plain. Uh, what you just said creeped me out, but I will say that there has been, at some point or another, anyways, the wondering thought of what it would be like to actually taste food and feel things with my hands. But I am in no rush to experience such a thing. If we find out how to do it, and you can assure me that I can backtrack if I so desire, then we might just test it out.
Beautiful.
I just write down maybe question mark.
Yeah, the page, the section for Mace, just maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful. Someone is looking into deep necromantic tactics. Yes, that is interesting. Wishing to play God a little bit, eh?
Is it
Sucks.
necromancy
Don't do it.
to extract a soul
By human
and
terms, yes.
continue to have it live?
Yeah,
But
pretty
by,
much
by
by
purely
definition.
mechanical standpoints, yes. That is the term that I believe is used. From back in the days when I used to do the magic of the mortal realm like that, then yes.
Then yes, necromancy. Wait a minute.
It is
You
not a good
said
thing or a
you've
bad
done
thing,
this?
depending. Well, not personally, no, but I was quite magically inclined back in my day. I knew
I
many
had a
who were.
sister that personally used to hunt down necromancers because they fucked with her job.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Okay. Please, he turns to Kara. Please let me know if we meet that sister. I will remain very quiet.
I see where you're going with this. If she is coming to say hi, She's not going to talk to me first.
Would she talk to me first?
Probably.
How would she? What? Why?
I thought I was clear. If you're interacting with the souls of the dead, she's taking it personally. That's her job.
They're alive. Is Mace not alive?
I thought you were talking about necromancy just now.
I am talking about taking a soul and putting it in a different body. Possibly one that can last longer than the one it is currently in.
Oh, so necromancy.
For
Yeah, she'd take offense to that.
example, I would love to have my parents still be alive. They are far gone, but I will one day only live 1 year after procreating. And if I could live longer with my family before I die and take my soul and put it in another vessel to be with them, I would.
Kara will blank for a second. You know there's a magic for that already.
Pluzak flips the page, wets his pen, looking at Kara.
I believe the spell is called reincarnation. You don't get to keep your body, but you do keep your memories.
Does that not happen naturally? I heard that some people believe in that.
There's the concept of it, and then there's the actual spell of it.
So if you can brute force it, why not just do it that way?
Well, you still have to die.
You have to die for that spell. That's what you're saying.
Do you have to?
Reincarnation
Do you
is
get to
cast
choose what
upon
you
you.
reincarnate on?
Nope, you are subjected to the wheel of fate and come out a different person. But you have all your memories.
I guess it's better than your average reincarnation then.
Yes, well, I would also point out that that is quite high-level magics that are not exactly something you are coming across every sort of day, no?
I didn't say it was easy. I just said that there's a magic that exists that fulfills the purpose he was talking about.
Yes, just providing context as well. Both of us.
Yes, and
But
my reincarnation would be to put that soul into the vessel that I have created.
You mean like a homunculus?
Oh no, not if you're using the spell that she is speaking of. No, it would create a new form for you with your soul within it. If you are wishing to place your own soul within something you have somehow crafted, that is still the necromancy route.
That
I'm not
sounds
sure
like
that you
Lichstone.
can. Yeah, I'm not sure that that is necessarily a safe thing. That will be a lot of work, I believe. I like how
Well-
Mace is the one that knows what a lich is. I guess it makes sense from your studying. Just
Well,
not
yeah,
really something
exactly.
you can
I studied
achieve,
the
right?
esoteric and like forbidden
Yeah,
arts.
yeah.
I may not have paid attention in class, but I might have kept a thing or two, you know?
You still want to knock a lich's head off.
Exactly.
yeah, for context, the reincarnate. And I'm sure you already know the reincarnate spell, Fred.
When
but
I was little, I thought I was a
but
lich.
for those
'cause
that
my body
don't,
wasn't normal.
you touch a dead humanoid or a piece of a dead humanoid, provided that creature has been dead no more than 10 days. The spell forms a new adult body for it, then calls the soul to enter the body. If the target's soul isn't free or willing to do so, the spell fails. The magic fashions a new body for the creature to inhabit, which causes the creature's race to change. The DM rolls a D100 and consults the table to determine what form the creature takes when restored to life.
Does that mean you can accelerate puberty this way?
Yeah, but you know,
Technically. But it also means that you've...
if you go from being a human to an elf, technically you've actually slowed puberty and you haven't gone through it yet.
This is true.
Oof.
Do you regain your V card
Yeah, it does.
every
New
time?
body,
Actually, yeah, because it's a new body.
New body, new card.
Wow.
I mean, also the thing too, though, is that if you're retaining the person itself, so it would just be, let's say, a toddler in a full-grown man's body.
I think
Yeah,
it's
That's-
technically they could do that.
Yeah.
I've met worse.
Fucking fair.
Alright. Do we have any more questions, or are we going to take the long rest at this point?
You
I
can
think
just
we
get the
just
long
take the
rest,
long
honestly.
rest.
I think it's fine.
Alright.
If there's anything anyone wants to do during the long rest, of course, let's go ahead. But you can just give yourself the rest.
Malo continues practicing his key.
Awesome. All right.
I would just ask her if she knows of any other ways other than, like, through the death of the person to capture a soul.
There is little that I have come across, and it is not exactly my domain to control life and death like that. So I cannot give you much guidance on this factor. I could say, to some extent, I am not sure even if it is a power that you could contain within your mortal form to control souls like that, but
There is technically one person we could ask, though I would be loath to get the information from them.
oh,
Can ask the Hex.
oh, it is somewhat true. They may
Oh,
clearly at
because
least
of the
has
mask.
some level to control them, yes. I'm not sure that he can... I'm not sure to the level that Witchy can manipulate them, but yes.
Though, if we're gonna go down that road, if you decide to take that route, I might have to kill you
For asking the hex?
if you engage in the practice of it.
Well, I mean, might I ask you this at least, Winged One? If he is at least going to take the knowledge to use it for the sake of good, is that not different? Knowledge is knowledge. It is a power in its own right, but it is only in the way that it is used that determines its good or bad, yes?
I can concede to that point. I'm still not comfortable with it.
I think that
I
is more
must
than
ask
fair.
though, since we've indulged the idea, why
Plus, I
the
still have that
interest
vengeful
was
sister
that?
that might come after you for doing your job.
What was that, Mace?
No, it's just considering that we've sort of thrown the idea around, I was asking Pluzak why he had such an interest in the art of it.
He did already.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
said
basically said if I could
if he
live
has
longer-
children, he is dead within a year.
So he wants to
Yeah.
put his soul in a different body that won't be dead in a year.
Ah,
And
right,
for
right,
all
right,
of his
okay.
people.
At least
for those that want to do that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not forcing my species to do this.
we cut back in like 10 years in the future. It's just Pluzak with a Hitler mustache. You all go in the bodies.
And then just Kara coming in. I said this would happen.
I knew it. I knew it. The power corrupted. The good thing is, Kara could potentially be there to stop him if need be. You never know what the future holds.
So we take the risk, and we're gonna head back to Lonelywood whenever we're done with it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
right.
3,
Yes.
4.
Lonelywood.
Look at that. All right.
Hell,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Blake, you should be super excited. You get to see your in-game girlfriend again.
Shh, I'm trying to play it cool.
Being smart.
Trying
my
to play
God.
it cool.
Okay. So, you guys will do the long rest. If you have nothing else to ask, then we will just pop you over to the Lonelywood map. Refamiliarize yourselves with the town a little bit. You would, of course, be coming in from the top up here onto the map. So essentially, set the scene a little more. You guys warp in finally. Once you're ready, Anam kind of puts you back in the center of the. No, don't worry about that just yet, Chris. Puts you asks you guys to go back into the center of the circle that you kind of arrived in. She summons up a whole bunch of lightning bolts. They strike down at you, and in the flash once again, you feel no pain or anything. You just see nothing for a moment, and then find yourselves in the center of Mace's father's workshop. At that point, you all feel, at least pretty healthy again. Ready to face the world once more, if not still a little defeated from having lost against the Frostmaiden. But regardless, you're in the workshop, you know your way to Lonelywood, and if that's the way you're going, then yeah, you would be coming in from that northernmost area. I just wanted to give you guys the option. Is there anything you want to do in the workshop? Any sort of planning or anything you need? Or are you just walking into Lonelywood?
Pluzak would definitely ask, what's the plan if Sister is bad?
There you go.
Like, are we killing her? Are we taking the mask?
And
Tying
I mean,
her up?
I didn't even consider that, to be honest.
Is Leif
Uh,
going to tie her up?
Hey.
For all we know, is she not going to be very resistant to that? Leif, you got any insights
Like,
for us?
should we send Leif in first?
Let me just say, she wasn't
Obviously, we
against
send
it the
Leif in
first
first.
time.
Damn it. Oh, wonderful.
Oh no, his sister's evil. Have to finish the job.
oh,
All right. Anyone want to actually answer Pluzak, though?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly,
One-
I have no idea.
Okay. Are you going to attack us if we attack her?
Again, I expect my whole family to kill me, so we'll see what happens when we see her.
I think the answer is trepid optimism, but realistic conclusion.
Okay. Are we disguising ourselves at all? I mean, I smell. That's not going away.
so have you tried doing this thing I've heard people talking about called the bath?
Yes, I cannot do that, for then the spores and mushrooms will not grow. They will all die. Why would I want to kill these
Your
living
children.
fungi?
I think the safe
Well-
thing to say here is that if they're already looking for us, hiding will delay the inevitable.
Okay.
Now, if we're setting a trap or an ambush, then yeah, definitely hide and lure them in. But if we're just walking around town, hiding is difficult for me.
So we go
Honestly,
into
I
town,
think we are just
hesitate
going to have
when
to
we see her,
face whatever rumors that
and hope we don't die.
Okay.
Got it.
Good plan, guys. All right. So, is that the plan, though? You good to head into town?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. So, on the map of Lonely Wood, it would be about once you guys reach the dock here, you kind of round this corner, that things would come into sight for you. So you guys will put yourself on the north entrance of this map. But as you'll see, you're in Lonely Wood.
We see people. Should we see people?
Anything that's visible is there to be seen, good sir. So yeah, you guys are in there at the top, and
Oh, good. Dead
so
bodies, a mob, and someone surrounded.
so as soon as you guys kind of round that corner, you would see that there are indeed, as Kara has said, three what looks like almost well, it's two piles of wood that are much more like funeral pyres, and then the third is kind of like a witch burning stake with a woman, her hands kind of tied around the back of it. And yeah, there is indeed a mob in front of it. So I'm going to need you to just stay up there for a moment. We'll do
Burning
turn
Man
order in
was
a
the
second here.
Last month.
Yeah, the girl is kind of looking around very clearly, just not necessarily super nervous or anything by first glance. And when she kind of catches eyes on all of you, you would see her face light up in excitement, and she just, "Oh, Marshmallow! Hubby, could use a hand."
Oh no. Is that okay?
This is why we needed to decide before we got
Malus
here.
sprints as fast as he can.
Okay, so I will have you guys give me initiative here, just because, you know, the townsfolk are trying to do shit, and I don't want things to go too fast.
Do we have the blessing of the
I'm
Morning
into
Lord
someone.
back?
Yes, you would indeed. Once you guys are
Okay.
off Arl's Island, that is indeed back.
Oh, great,
So,
nice.
very good question, Fred. Yeah, so the first one who would actually be able to move is going to be Mace. So go ahead and do so.
Okay. I mean, we're not exactly in combat, right? So I guess what I would
Yes,
do
correct.
is
It's your choice how you want to do things. I'm just trying to keep things contained in terms of terms and turns and all that. Jeez, can't talk.
okay. This thing next to you, is it like a boathouse? Like next to me, sorry. It's like a boathouse or like a fishing hut or something.
This little thing here. Yeah, do like a little boathouse.
Yeah. Okay. Well, In that case, I think what I want to do is I'm going to hold an action to move. So I guess it would be a dash action.
Okay.
On the event that things become violent, to move to as far frontwards as I can, and the trigger would be essentially, well, uh, evident hostility, or B, a sign from any of the party members. But otherwise, I'm gonna wait to see how Leif reacts to this whole situation.
Okay. All right. Totally fine. Um, in that case, it goes to Mallow. Now it is your turn. So you still dashing?
My mic was muted.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah, and I'm gonna scream out, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm calling at her to see if she'll fucking say anything.
You're asking that of your sister.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and move yourself there. And as you call that out, she will say to you, "Oh, yeah, so, turns out that some of the whispers had made their way up here, so I tried to do you guys the favor of getting rid of them before they could spread any rumors. Turns out the folk don't really take good to, well, I guess murder in broad daylight here. Should have probably been a little more careful. I mean, I figured that the masks would have set people off, let them know that they're, a little fucked up, but I guess forgot the rumors hadn't made it here, just slip of the mind."
Okay. So these people don't know anything about the hex?
Not currently. I mean, you could always explain. I don't think they're really listening to me when I try.
Are they like yelling across the fucking like pyres, or?
So nothing's on fire yet. So yeah, I mean, Mallow and his sister are just talking out loud. You would actually see the villagers are kind of taken aback by your sudden appearance. A lot of them know you. You guys have been here before. And ultimately, one of the kind of old folk will step forward on their turn. It's just not that yet. So
Okay, so I can't talk to the person yet.
you can talk to anybody. I'm just saying that they're not gonna until their turn. Someone won't necessarily step forward, but you can always ask at them.
So why exactly are you trying to burn my sister?
Okay. So at that point, then one of the older folk would step forward. Nace, you in particular, would kind of remember him as the old folk that also kind of took lead
Lost us.
when you kind of first came to the village, for the
Right.
first time after years and years of not. And he would kind of call out, kind of looking, glancing towards you in particular. Clearly has reverence towards you to some degree.
Mhm.
She has committed murder forthright in our village. Of course, we are supposed to punish those who do so. We cannot let her go free for sake of others maybe thinking they can do the same.
The men that she murdered was for the betterment of this town. They are both hired by a criminal organization known as the Hex.
Can you prove that? I've never heard of this hex before.
Are the bodies burned?
No.
Okay, and they're my siblings, right?
Is that something you're asking out loud? I would say that, let me put it this way. You as a player being confused about these things is equal to Mallow. I would have prepped you if this was something Mallow should be aware of.
They're most likely also siblings of mine.
No. Oh, I forget. Yeah, you never really
Serena.
Dad didn't let you in the fold. You don't even know about the whispers, do you?
So they're not part of the family.
They're part of the family, but they're not siblings. He couldn't give a shit about whether they live or die.
That's what we're getting at, though. He hired it out?
Hired? No.
You know what I mean.
There's so much I need to explain to you.
Okay.
I'm
Did
sorry.
he at least mark them?
What do you think the
Is
masks
everyone in town aware of this, or?
Everyone in town is aware of what's happening. Most of them are looking very confused between Mallow and Serena, and like looking at the old guy who's also kind of sweating and like really his brain is chugging trying to figure out what the fuck's happening.
Okay. Do you see the masks that they're wearing?
Yes?
Okay. Can I create a minor illusion of what mine looked like?
Yes.
Okay, to show them. This was
Yeah.
This is what mine was when I worked for them.
It was what you wore when you first came here.
Yes, I know. Hence, I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
The organization sends those people to go spread lies and rumors to make the town believe whatever the hex wants.
Can you prove that? The problem
They're
we have is that it was, as far as we can see, just 2 men killed in broad daylight.
2 men that are wearing masks known
We
to
didn't
be
kill
part
you
of...
for wearing a mask the first time you were
I
here.
understand that. My sister, though, killed them because she knew what they meant.
Again, willing to
And
work
I
with
would have
you.
done the same.
I need you to prove that.
All right.
Okay.
At this point, I'm going to ask Kara, are you done? Is there any actions you do on your turn? Mel has talked enough that he's going to he's talking is his action at this point. Did you want to do anything, Kara?
I'm trying to go through my inventory and see if I have anything that was a reminder of this. No, I don't have that. I guess. Kara would ask what the 2 masked individuals were doing when they first arrived here. Did they even say anything before they were killed, or did they showed up and then they were stabbed outside the front gates?
Who are you asking at? Like, who are you looking at to ask?
The
that, I guess?
townsfolk, because...
Yeah, totally fine. Just wanted to make sure, I didn't
Yeah.
respond to the wrong person.
We were not aware of her being here, actually. She came running out of the trees one day, and when they were first walking into town, and, just stab, 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 stab.
And you would all look at Serena, and she's just kind of beaming, like, yeah. He actually would add specifically,
She actually killed them so quickly we had no chance to determine who or what they were. It was as if she was trying to give them no chance to respond.
she's just nodding.
She wasn't. It's an easy way to... There's no easy really way to explain this without sitting everyone down and going through the whole conversation. Alright, I'm gonna roll a really crappy persuasion for this, but I'm gonna try to do the conversation part first. So, there is an organization operating here in the 10 towns that is known as the Hex. They are, for lack of better words, assassins.
That is what she has said, but we have no proof.
This is both a good thing and a bad thing. They haven't come to your tiny hamlet to do business. If they had, the name would be much more recognizable and you'd have less populace here because of it. They are actively spreading rumors that our group is working with Oral, the Frostmaiden. Serena, the one you have tied up on the fire pit over there.
You guys all look over, and she, like, takes a hand and like, wiggles her fingers at the townsfolk.
I'd be
and then-
laughing if she takes her hand
That's
free
exactly
of
it.
the
That's
ropes
exactly
and-
what she does. She wiggles it at the townsfolk and then, like, slips it back into the ropes.
Not ideal, but both Mallow and Serena here were previously of that organization, and they have escaped its bonds, and they hold a grudge, to say the least.
Dad can suck my dick. Just want y'all to know that. Still there. Still that game on that side. She's, like, specifically staring at you, Kara, as she says this, by the way.
I look at Leif.
She knows what she done.
Mm.
I look at Leif when she says that.
So, while, yes, she did kill those 2 quite vividly, it was in your town's greater interest that she has done so.
Mhm.
And while I'm not asking you to forgive her per se, I would ask that you take into consideration it was done on your behalf.
The old man would kind of nod at you slowly and turn his back to you to a degree. Try and face the townsfolk, and you kind of hear whispers. It's enough cacophony that you can tell they're discussing what you've said, but not so much that you can hear any specific, words. I will at this point ask you to do a persuasion check, just see how much weight your words carry.
Where's my little tab? There it is.
And then I'm going to say we'll call your turn there if that's okay.
That is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Okay, so 12. I will tell you that, what you've said still does ring relatively good. So even with a 12, you can see again that there is at least discussion happening. You've made a wave. Whether or not it'll help you, we'll see.
That's all I can really take for that
Right,
one.
absolutely. And at the end of your turn, as they are discussing, you would all hear the rustling of trees to your east on map, as a cloaked figure would break out of the tree line, beelining straight for you, Kara. That's 10, 15, 20,
Internal monologue for Kara. Fuck yes, I've been waiting for this.
So just to show, it will run 10, 15, 20, 25 here, 30, 35 with a dash action. As he circles around you, Kara, and locks eyes specifically with you, Mallow, you simply hear a hiss. For the cause! As what looks to be some sort of strange... the best way I can describe it is he's holding onto a rope handle underneath his cloak. He kind of throws his cloak aside and just grabs this rope handle that's along his breastplate. And for now, that's all that you see him do. There's a dash action and a bonus action.
I'm going to use my reaction
Look, wait, rope.
to give Mallow a Kara die.
All right, cool. Good
So
call.
if there is a
Look,
saving
Leif,
throw-
rope! Go, Leif, go!
So if there is a saving throw, he has at least a d6 to survive it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. At this point, the villagers are actually up, and they kind of were startled by this. You would watch as all of them, seeing this other black cloaked figure, like, excuse me, emerge from the trees. They just kind of all step back a fair bit, because they don't know what's about to happen, but they do know clearly something's about to happen. So they will just step back and watch for now. That leaves us with Leif.
Plans, so then this is great. Love it.
That's a very good argument, Sarah, and that's why you need to turn your mic on and say stuff. I would have absolutely given him the help action on it. Get fucked, Mallow.
Okay.
Actually, it's more on Kara, isn't it? You would have had the advantage. Doesn't what?
Wasn't giving help cost an action?
Usually, but you didn't really do anything on your turn besides
You told
talk.
me that I
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Stated that I used
No,
my turn
but-
to talk.
Right. All I'm saying is, if you had said, "Hey, because I was trying to convince them as well, could it have been a help action?" I would have said yes. I didn't think of it. She did, so would have been willing. It's just,
Well, I
Didn't
just
think
went
of it.
off the fact if I didn't have an action.
yeah.
so.
No, you're good. You're good. That is absolutely fine. I'm just saying, I'm not even blaming you for it. I'm saying she could have said it out loud, and I would have given it to you. Regardless, Leif, it is your turn. What are you thinking, buddy?
I guess I'm gonna dash to here, kind of behind her,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna kind of lean against her little thing she's got going on. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, how you been?"
Howdy, hubby. It's been a bit. I'm doing okay. A little tied up.
Yeah, it's not like nothing we haven't seen before.
Yeah, it was a
But
little
this
more
is-
fun last
No,
time, though.
she's not.
Just hang tight. We'll figure this out
Oh, my knight in shining armor.
somewhere. Yeah.
I'm curious.
He looks around. Where? Armor?
I'll punch him. Where is he? I'm just gonna. I'm gonna ask her. Because she should know. What Oh fuck! What I've seen with this what did you call him? The guy by Mallow and Kara, the breath or whisper?
Yes.
Yeah. What I've seen what he was doing.
Maybe.
I'm
His
I'm
back-
trying to see if I should
so-
ask if I could ask. Her
Yeah,
about
you
it.
would have noticed he did something. He threw his cloak open. You would have seen his hand go to his chest, and he, screamed for the cause. Um, as you went by, I mean, you definitely would have seen what he's holding on to. It looked like a little rope handle, like I said, attached to his breastplate.
All right, I just ask her then. Should we be worried about this?
Oh, yeah.
Cloak guy.
Tell your friends to get back. I'll try and get over there to help. I don't think they'd listen to me.
Okay, if we do, just don't kill him.
No, do kill him immediately. It might be too late already.
Hmm.
The
Well,
book is probably
to
poisoned or
prove
cursed or
your
something.
innocence here, we have to at least leave him alive for a minute.
You know what? How about we just let it solve itself? You help me. We'll figure it out.
Okay. I would then I then look at Kara Mala and just go, "The soup's bad."
Oh my God.
No
There it
shit, Sherlock.
There it
I'm
is.
basically ready the ninja Catholic suicide bomb, so I'm just gonna face palm.
Ugh.
Wouldn't it be a session without it?
Wonderful.
I had to. I
Good
had
choice.
to. Well, now it's been acknowledged that
But you
that's
got bad
bad.
soup, yeah.
We need to talk
That
about
means
it.
we can kill her, right? That was the code
Oh,
to kill her.
God.
Not that soup. That soup's good.
Lukewarm.
That's good soup. Yeah, and then after I said that, I'd just be like, "She said to get back." I mean, that's pretty much it. My original plan has been foiled by this whisper of a breath fucker over here or whatever. So that's what I have right now.
That's fine. Did good. So Bluzak, you're up.
Oh. I stealth and go into the woods.
Absolutely. You want to go into the woods and then hide so that you break line of sight, or?
Would I be able to take my held action now?
Your held action
I
was to
did-
move closer. Yeah, you can move closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
I
just
did state
dash
state
as
the soup
close
was
as I
bad.
can. Okay, good. Good.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll just move over to here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
He
I guess
walks-
when I
should-
mean I sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say I should clarify for you, Mace. So as you go around this guy, all of you would see in general they are black cloaked figures with like a white ballroom mask, so you can see the lower half of their face. He seems to grin as you kind of circle around him there, Mace. Just so you know. Go ahead, Bluzak. Sorry.
Not a good sign, but okay. Yeah.
So this dude I saw came out from the east.
Mhm.
Obviously, east is woods to me. So Pluzak is thinking of going into the woods to, one, see if there's any more, and two, to come out that side, hoping that they don't expect it. So I want
Absolutely.
to try to stealthily go through.
Gotcha. So go right for it. Go ahead and roll that stealth. And
Wow. Okay.
yeah, pretty decent. Okay. So yeah, you
Oh.
would feel like you're doing a good job kind of keeping yourself behind the trees, and believe that you can kind of step in the areas of the snow under the leaves where it's a little thinner and not going to crunch as much, and you're doing some decent movement. Do be a perception check as well, because you said you are actively looking for others. I'll let you do an active perception instead of going by passives. 13 is not too bad either. I think it's higher than your general passive, right? Or no? One less. Either way.
My passive's 14. Yeah.
Okay, so you're still in that ballpark. So yeah, as you're looking around, you can go ahead and move, and I'll tell you what you see, if anything, along that path.
Do you only want me to go so many squares and stop, or do you want to go full
How do you
movement?
think Pluzak would do it? Is he walking a little bit into the woods and then looking around, or is he just kind of scanning as he moves to try and get
Yeah,
in position?
so he would probably get here and then
Okay.
see if he sees
So
anything
as you
more
look
and then
around
move
with
for
like a
stuff.
13 in that area, you don't really see any movement near any trees. You don't see like what looks like any fresh footprints. You're not hearing any breaking branches. Nothing to that effect.
Okay, so then I'd move the rest of my movement to here.
Right, perfect. As you continue through the trees, you're not looking necessarily as carefully as when you stopped, but again, you're not like hearing breaking branches in a direction away from the actual like noise of the town and the party. There's nothing that really catches you off guard currently in that regard.
That's my turn.
All right. Perfect. So at this point, Serena is up. You have not freed her hands, Leif, so she will just kind of wait patiently and just look down at you. She will call out to the party. Hey guys, I know that I was hoping that my hubby here would say, but get away! But otherwise, it is Mace's turn. What are you thinking, Claw?
Okay. In that case, I am going to. The rope is coming from out of him?
It is a rope handle that seems to lead to his breastplate. You can't really tell why or what it does, but yeah, he's gripping it pretty heavy, like pretty tight.
Okay, then I'd like to shove him.
Okay. Give us that athletics roll.
Hmm? There. No, that's Arcana. Sorry.
Okay.
Honestly, Arcana would have been better.
I will tell you in either regard, he rolled a 16 on the die, so it was still would have beaten you outright.
Well, that will be my first attack, so I'm gonna do my second attack to try again.
Go for it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so with a crit failure, even with not as high a roll on the die, he will still manage to avoid your hands as you kind of almost stumble forward.
Not my night tonight. Okay.
Yeah. I am going to say with a crit fail, you also kind of stumble and fall to your knees, so it will take half your movement to stand up. It's
Yeah,
not
that's okay.
technically prone. I'm not going to give you full prone, but just half your movement to stand up if you want to move.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not moving anywhere as it is,
Okay.
so it's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not quite true. I will move, seeing as I believe right after me should be Kara.
It's actually Mallow than me.
Well, I'm gonna move over to here.
Alrighty.
That way, if Mallow tries to attack, then I'll just I'll give advantage at the very minimum.
Alrighty.
Alright, Mallow, I have a crazy idea.
Okay.
Stunning strike him. If you can.
Okay.
And if you successfully do it, it makes my job easier, but I'm a go big, and I'm going to try to kick him into the water.
Valid.
It's mostly ice next to the docks.
I'm going to go big and kick him onto the docks.
There you go.
Okay. Just
Hey, maybe it'll blow up the ice and give him a new fishing spot.
Exactly.
Just want to make sure that I remember how this works.
Basically, you do a melee attack, and every time you do a melee attack, you can spend a key point to try to stun them.
If you so wish.
When you hit with a melee attack.
Correct.
So it's only if I hit. Nice. Okay.
You do have advantage right now.
I do.
You do not.
I
Well,
will-
DM said you don't. Sorry, you're fucked.
No, you're fine.
And can the 1d6 be used for
Attack rolls?
The
Attack rolls as well.
D6 can be added to any ability check or attack roll before you find out the success or failure. So if you're making a saving throw or any kind of roll like that, or you're making an attack roll, you can do that. But I don't think you can add it to your DC check for them.
For the stunning strike, you cannot add it to the DC or anything. You can just add it to. It only adds to your ability to like hit or avoid something.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the I'm gonna roll the d6 to help with my attack first, and then I'm gonna throw my attack. Okay.
If you want to.
Sounds like plan.
Either that or wait for it for the saving throw in case he blows up.
Probably hold it for the saving throw personally,
Yeah.
because you've got advantage and you don't. I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Unarmed strikes, right? Just making sure. Just melee weapon attack. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
But,
If it's a monk attack, you can stunning strike with it.
Do the chain then. 26 hit.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And then key point for stunning strike, DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Isn't it 14, but it's messed up?
I
my
don't
wisdom?
know why it would be.
Starting at 5th level, blah blah blah. It's my.
Eight
It's
plus-
supposed to be
it's
my
eight-
wisdom.
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom, I think. If
Look at
memory serves how
D&D
that works.
Beyond.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's
D&D
talking on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, we had this issue because I raised it
What's
to
so
14 and
so what's your wisdom score?
14.
So it's
So
a
it's a
plus
plus
2,
two
plus
from
your
that.
proficiency is a 3. That's a 5. 5 plus 8 is 13.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're 13 right now.
So it is correct.
It didn't go up when I raised my wisdom. Was the weird part.
I think it did.
It
It's just you
should've.
didn't notice it first.
No, it was
It was-
13 before.
It was a 12 before. I know for a fact you were at 12. That's why
Either
when you
way,
said 13,
either
that
way, the
sounded
number
right,
is
but-
reading correctly.
Um,
So I say as Monkman.
Monkman.
Is that like the milkman?
Yes, but instead of delivering milk, I deliver the fist.
And then it's going to be 8
your milk was
damage.
delicious. 8 total.
What?
Okay.
Mama's milk.
And,
And
he's
then
rolling
he
on that
needs
one,
to
or are you?
Yep,
okay.
he needs to
Give me one
so
sec.
roll.
Yep. DC 13, you said.
Yep.
He will pass, so he is still okay.
Okay, I'm going to hit him again.
Mm-hmm.
19 hit.
Yep.
Okay, have him roll again.
Yep. Absolutely. Give me the damage. Minus 9. Ooh, that's a crit. So he's good on that one.
And then unarmed
17.
strike.
Silvery barbs! Silvery barbs!
It's
Yeah.
funny because it's like a
Nobody has it.
yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Doesn't-
Mace does.
I do.
Oh.
Use
It's their choice.
I'll use it.
Take
Come on,
one
Mace.
slot. 16 will still pass on die.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
These guys are rolling actually really good because they don't really have much of a plus here. It's just the die roll is good.
21 hit.
So that's your bonus action strike. Yep, that will hit.
And then have him do it again.
Okay.
If it works,
Minus
great. If it
8.
doesn't, we tried.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. I actually didn't expect this guy to roll this well, I'm not gonna lie. Your DC's a 13?
Yep.
He's a 12 plus 1.
Yeah.
Damn
I actually
it!
thought I failed that one. I'm sorry.
Wah, wah, wah.
I did that to Mace too the other week, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Something was
Oh, yeah.
close. It was like one off. Oh, that was
No,
that was
he
because,
remembers.
but that was because I changed Arl's DC. It was the opposite on you. Might be.
Can you silvery barbs again?
No, because
he used his reaction already.
Once.
I will tell you, I was actually really hoping that he would fail that last one, but as it currently stands, I need a dexterity saving throw from Kara, Mace, and Mallow.
Oh, do I not go
Don't
first?
forget to add +4 to yours.
Yep,
Since,
you all can add
you're
plus
in my
force.
aura.
That is correct.
He ran out after my turn ended. Doesn't that mean I go before him?
He is doing this because he is dying.
But it's not his turn.
It is a reaction upon death because he has used his
okay.
bonus action to prime himself. He could have used his action on his turn or a bonus
He
action.
used his
or-
action to
No,
dash.
correct. He used a bonus action on that turn to prime, and because he is dying, he gets the ability to use a reaction. Can't do it any other time. Only while dying gets to use the reaction to detonate because he primed. It's a couple steps that have to be gone through first, which is going to hopefully let you guys try and figure out flows to trying to manage these guys in the future if you see them again.
Alright, so we're making a dexterity saving throw and we're in Mace's aura, so we get
plus
the
4.
bonus to that.
Yes, correct. Plus 4. And I will tell you straight up, the DC check on this
Also-
is a 12. So it's not
And
high.
this was a dex check?
Dex
All
check.
right, Mace. There it is.
So Mace
sorry,
takes no
what-
I mean, we
damage.
were all expecting it, you know.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Dex check.
Yep. So you're
So
at
that's
20,
a-
Kara. You're totally fine.
Throw a d6.
Yep. So you'll get a +1 on top of it.
Plus
You
a
totally
crit.
Yeah,
save.
you're fine.
So you guys are all
So
fine.
I'm
So
not getting
Kara
hit.
is going to be the only one taking some damage because it is half damage on a success.
Yep.
It is not much. I'll just roll it in. Roll 20. It's going to be 2d6 for you.
9 damage, okay.
Still a decent roll. Man, these guys are rolling high, period. Got a 6 on the die and an average.
I mean, they're gonna
But
roll
he
shit.
will
I'll be
detonate.
right back. I gotta get kiddo.
Uh,
Be right back.
as
Kara
as his
basically
body
takes the
parts,
body.
yeah, as his body parts rain down from above, the townsfolk definitely kind of start screaming. They get quite stunned by the fact that this man was there and then was in a fierce, fiery explosion and is now not. But because of that, the old man does kind of gasp and, oh, okay. Ah, looks over at Serena. The others, and she just kind of nods a couple times. So, were they going to explode on us? Or, and she does shake her head no. And he's like, but they could have. And she nods her head yes. And he just looks over at you, Leif, and is like, you can let her go.
We appreciate your understanding and consideration at this time. Wipes the viscera off her chest.
Everybody watches.
Well, then I will untie her. Yes.
Okay.
I would like.
I
to
should add,
search-
combat has ended at this point. As Pluzak found there was no one else in that forest. Pluzak, you actually would have seen them if there had been. These guys
Cool.
would not have hid.
I would like to search the bodies and make sure that the similar chest bomb is not on them.
Similar
if it
chest
is,
bomb
I'd like
is
to take them.
indeed on them. I would need, or at least I would tell you, you should probably do some sort of an investigation or actually do me perception. I think it's your passive perception is what would probably notify you here, but you do need to do a roll.
Passive perception,
Yeah.
but my
So
regular
14 is going to
perception's
be enough.
14.
You would just notice that the breastplates are very, I guess intricate is the best word. You notice lots of kind of latches and lots of little ropes and twine that lead places that you think without a proper investigation or a smith kind of really taking a good long hard diffuse at this thing, it could potentially be triggered to explode just by being removed. You are not sure, to be clear. It's advanced and it's a bomb and you're in the middle of a town of people. So you're really just kind of...
I'll be right back. I want to giant up, grab both the bodies, and drag them onto the ice.
That'd be fine. You can do that. Yeah, I see no reason not. So Serena, at this point, she's gonna... When Leif kind of frees her, quote unquote, she fakes like rubbing her wrists, and then she jumps down from the pyre and she like hugs you, around the shoulders there, Leif. Just very, very happy to see you, clearly. And then she refuses to kind of leave your presence. She's just going to grab your arm and be stuck next to you, no matter where you move. So you got that going for you now.
Nice.
Uh,
I got
Nice.
one.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Cap,
I'm gonna
you
say
size
something
me
to
up?
Kara. Kara, can we use them as zombie bombs?
Oh my god.
Possibly?
Kara, for the first time,
I
is like
know.
looking at Pluzak with like a mix of both being impressed and also kind of disgusted.
Are we sure
I
if he's
know
worth
you don't
like worthy?
like necromancy, but zombie bomb.
No. I understand the concept that you're stating. And I need to do a bit of soul searching. I'll be right back.
Well, there's plenty of souls around, considering.
Not that kind of soul searching.
Oh,
Won't have to search for long, is what he's trying to say.
I know the 5 out in the distance. They're waiting for someone else.
Actually, I should probably delete this body. Let's be real, it's not there anymore. Anyone else doing anything?
Honestly, no. I'm kind of just wanting to see
Yeah, I
where
want
this
to
is
know.
going.
I want to know what happens with this, and would provide help if needed.
Oh
oh,
god.
so everybody else likes this idea now. Now we like necromancy, huh?
No, more like I want to know whether you're actually gonna pull it off or whether necromancy is going to get you burned like a witch. Because this is the town of Burning Man, don't forget. Oh no, this is not the town of Burning Man, but
But you're basically still doing Burning Man light.
yeah.
Harrison's not here, so I had to do it.
But yes, so Kara, if you're seeking guidance, I guess what is it you're seeking guidance on?
Is
Can
it
she still go to
acceptable use
Valhalla?
the dead as a weapon?
Kara, what do you think the Einherjar are?
Are you watching what's happening down here?
I mean, yes, but I'm just saying, philosophically, do you do anything different?
Technically, I take the warrior back to Valhalla so they can fight in a different war on a different plane.
Yes, but I guess my point is, there is nothing wrong with reusing the skills or capacities of a warrior.
So you're okay with it?
Their bodies are empty, their souls gone. If you truly believe it will help you, then yes, it is nothing
Okay.
against us.
Cool, that's all
Just-
I needed to hear.
In all honesty, just make sure that the turtle continues to light them on fire when you are done. I believe that that has been the best send-off that any of you have given.
Kara will come back after that conversation. God says it's okay to use the bodies as a weapon. Just burn the remains when you're done to show us a sign of respect.
Pluzak
just
just
like-
gets a boner.
Blinks a few times, like not what he was expecting.
It was like my dad said. Kara's like my dad said it's okay.
Yeah.
Mom, technically, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what level is this spell? So I'm gonna cast this at
Sophia, just
4th
check.
level, so that way I can animate 2 people or corpses. And right before I do this, I'm gonna turn around to the townsfolk, and I'm gonna say, "You guys know me. I've met you, Bob and Sarah, and from the first time I came through town was saying hello to everybody, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to do something that's scary, but they are under my control. You don't need to worry." And then I'm gonna turn back
The old man's
around.
like, we burn bodies all the time. It's fine. You don't need to worry. Pluzak starts casting his spell. He's like, I am worried.
So yeah, animate dead at
Okay.
4th level.
All right.
I'll just do
Yeah,
is
so
it?
I will just let you pull up a zombie snap walk. You can pretty much run it as is.
Pretty sure you can get that from Compendium.
It's very possible. I mean, you can do it on D&D Beyond as well if he prefers. It's not. I'm not going to worry too much. I'm pretty sure you'll roll without fudging. 24 hours.
So basically, it lasts 24 hours.
Yeah, and then you have to.
And then I would have to recast it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
So I make note of the time. DM time.
Good question.
I don't know what time you want to make it.
No, it's okay. I have it. It's just got to go to there. Because you guys did your long rest. Okay, hold on a sec. So that would put you at. It's about 8 p.m. on day 59 of your adventure.
9. 9
Um. Yeah, so it's evening-ish. Yeah, you have mostly all day with it, up through 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Thank you.
And then I'm just trying to see. Bonus action to command it. Okay.
Yeah. So my
So
thought
if you
was,
can decide its action, then yes, you will have access to it detonating itself.
Okay.
Do zombies have bonus actions though?
Don't think they do.
I need to modify this so that the zombie uses
I
its turn
might
to
just-
activate that action.
Yeah, I might just make it. It's going to be 2 separate actions for you. You know, one action you can make it grab the lever, and the second pull it, kind of thing. It's just slower because it's a corpse. We'll play it by. You can let it grab the handle before it moves in on something. There's nothing stopping you from doing that action first, right? So it just takes two turns essentially.
or I can pull it.
You can always. So I guess what I'm saying is it's an action to grab the handle, an action to pull it, since it doesn't have a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
But you can grab it and always have it hold on to it until it's ready if you want. It's just more dangerous because if it gets knocked around or something, it might pull it.
Right.
So it's ultimately up to you how you decide to approach that, but it will take 2 separate actions. So if you want to prime it and then have it run in, that's all you, man.
Okay.
And you would you'd have both of them. So what I'll do is, do I have? I might have zombie stat or zombie pictures. Regardless, yeah. So you have 2 zombies with you. I'm finding tokens for you. Just give me a minute, I'll have them up. Anything else anyone wants to do in town here, I guess? Ultimately, the townsfolk would, start settling down and going home. You'd hear a lot of whispers and confusion about what the fuck the Turtle Man did. But the kids tend to think it's cool, the adults tend to think it's weird. And yeah, you're mostly left alone, except for maybe a couple people just watching over you, making sure that nothing else strange happens. Like I said, Serena's kind of attached to Leif right now, so you got that going for you.
Hell yeah.
Think we should just-
Zach,
Yes.
how long do these last?
Until they die, or 24 hours. So this time tomorrow, I either bring them out to a pasture, light them on fire, or I cast the spell again.
Okay. If we are heading to the next town, it may be for the best that we don't bring them with us inside the town.
I can stay with them.
I mean,
Well-
considering that they probably stink about us, are going to stink about as much as Blue Zack, I think we can make them pass for something.
Get some cloaks and put them on.
Yeah, what you all don't know is Pluzak's really just been keeping his stench up so that when he makes undead, people don't question it.
Yeah.
He's playing the long game.
You got me!
So, what we came here for looks to Serena.
Hello. What's going on? Been a bit.
Do we kill her now?
That
That was
Turtle
the plan.
Man. Quick question. If I gave you something I think you're interested in, would you perhaps not kill me?
That's a surprising question.
I mean, to be honest, it's not like I really wanted to kill you the first time. It's just Dad told me that I should, and, Mallow apparently was not into you, so I figured doing a favor for both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. You did really well with the pointy thing.
I mean, to be fair, I don't
Not-
really have that anymore, if it helps.
Not
Actually,
good
do
enough,
you all have my rapier? I'm kind of bereft a weapon, if you don't mind.
I point to Mace.
Pluzak looks around, like just up in the air and behind him and all around.
I mean, she would at that point actually draw a dagger at least and be like, I mean, I have, these, but not much.
Yeah, maybe next time you should probably try to drop things that are less tasty.
Was that what you were gonna give me?
Tasty? Do you eat metal?
It's been known to happen, but no, that wasn't me.
That's
That
bizarre.
was my brother.
She looks around for like another one of you. Doesn't see anything and is very confused.
Oh, sorry. Say hi.
Chance like unfurls one tentacle and like wiggles it, and she's just immediately aghast. The fuck is that?
It's a hammer with sentience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I've met sentient weapons. I've never seen one that fucking moves with tentacles. How is it flexible and
That's-
rigid at the same time?
Did he
That
show
was
you the
my dad's
Punisher?
secret.
No. No?
Oh,
Do you have any thing you can enlighten us about with what the hex is doing in the area?
She points to the zombies.
Yeah, no, I got that part. What else?
I mean, what else do you want to know? He's got
Where
me,
they are?
He's got me on the run. He's got Mallow, I thought dead. I guess good to know you're doing okay. I'm pretty sure that Fetid's around somewhere near East Haven. I'm pretty sure Shattered is around somewhere north, the Cares. And I think, our last brother is down south somewhere. They're all just kind of keeping watch, last I heard.
Veta
What about
and
the,
Shattered.
is
Oh,
somebody
Fetid.
writing that down?
Fetid, good
Yeah,
sir.
I'm already writing it down.
Yeah.
Um,
Here's what
Yeah,
we'll
the second
do.
he started saying names, I was
Yeah,
already on
so
the
did
notes
I.
part of
Here.
that.
Here, you
That's
know
what I was
what?
waiting for the
So,
last one.
We're just gonna make
Shattered,
this easy.
Shattered's in the Cairns.
We're just gonna make it easy. You guys should have
Fettered's in
switched them
East
out. Right?
Haven.
Fetid is the one you guys met previously.
Fetted is the
just
one
so you
I'm
guys
going
remember.
to be pile driving through a table or 5.
Oh yeah, he's gonna die.
All right. So let me. Oops. No, that's not right.
No one gets to tie up Kara but Thor.
Oh man, story's there, huh? Nope, too big.
And even then, it was for educational purposes. Yes, I am making this sound worse on purpose. Come on now.
I know, I love it. It's enjoyable. All right,
Just,
so try and have it be that, and let me. Sorry, I'm jumping around in my notes a lot, and it's just taking a while.
You said there was one more brother in the south. Which one was
Yeah,
that?
that's just trying to get them all straight, make sure which one's where. All right, so you have. All right, how about I take it from the top? Closest is going to be the Hex of Asphyxiation. At least that's what Dad calls him. He likes to call himself the Final Breath, but you know, each their own. Just be careful with him because he doesn't. Last I heard, his skills. Well, Dad doesn't really let any of us know what each other can really do, but they're apparently kind of different from the rest of us. I don't really know what that means, but it's what I've heard. Then in the cares, you have the Hex of the Shattered Frame. He's our technically biggest brother, not oldest, but biggest. Don't let him hug you. That'd be my advice.
Or are you against fat shaming?
When I say big, have you met Goliaths? You guys were going out near the Goliaths.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
seen
good.
it
Yeah.
He's
before.
like my sister.
He puts Goliaths to shame. He makes them feel tiny at times. Yeah, Fetid. Hex of the Fetid Curse, our oldest brother. He's out of East Haven. Dad has him watching your, well, I guess, base of operations.
Is
Well, I
there
guess it's good that we didn't go there first.
is there any easy way to identify who is who?
No, never with us. I mean, any day, any given day, I should say. Our faces will change, our statures. The only one maybe that stands out is Frame. Shattered Frame is a big boy. He doesn't really care to hide it, in so much as he just does his thing.
Are your siblings taking contracts while they're in their locations?
Well, of course. I mean, that's the whole point of the Hex. Make ourselves known so people believe better. The
So how
Whispers
would
are
we-
the means to that end, which is why they're starting to spread out and spread the rumors, while the others just watch out for you.
So if we wanted to give them, let's say, a fake place to go after, would that be possible?
Whoever's closest would go check it out. But yes. Think of it this way. You know of us. You've mentioned being, doing the contracting. But, yeah, the biggest target right now is you all. So no matter what happens, yes, they will go for you.
I meant more along the lines of give them a target to go after, and then we ambush them as they go after the target. But
Oh,
If we're
I
already
highly doubt that
debate-
that's going to work. Yeah, no, I mean, if you enter a town, they're going to know. They have eyes and ears everywhere right now. Not to mention, you all kind of stand out, I should point out. Like, no one can really do the work needed to hide you all. So,
we know.
yeah, I'm glad you noticed.
Yet Doorframes and I don't agree with each other a lot of the time.
Clearly, yeah. I mean, God. It's not like you didn't stand out from the crowd to begin with.
So he gave us the information now. Are we killing her?
I would prefer if you didn't. I still want to have a child.
You mean
Yes,
you
no.
didn't get pregnant from, and I look over at Leif, the stories we've heard?
As far as I'm aware, it is possible, but not enough time has passed to tell.
I thought it was over a month by now.
Since that happened, it's getting close to a month.
Yeah, okay.
Kara would look at Bluzak. She hasn't harmed us yet, so no.
Again, I'm willing to make it up to you, Turtle Man. If you're really that worried.
How so?
She just pulls, she kind of reaches behind her into like a little pouch on her belt, and just withdraws a tiny little scroll and just kind of waves it around in the air with a smirk on her face. Information. You seem the type to really enjoy that sort of stuff. And if my research into you all is as good as I think I am, you are the type that likes biological details, yes?
Yes.
You ever wonder how Mallow can change as quick as he can? How any of us can?
You are a shapeshifter of. Where is it in my notes?
See if you can find it.
Dickhead. It's funny because I kept saying the word wrong too. Last time.
Nah, you're
On
doing fine.
purpose.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Cuck.
Putting
I
it,
said
trying to, I'm putting into
there-
my notes that Serena is trying to bribe Pluzak.
I mean, that's kind of true, but it's not like she knows another way, so.
I'm still
Honestly,
putting
it's
it in
very
there.
her.
Of the Cuckle descendant.
Kuko, but yes, you
Yes,
could
the
say
Cuckle.
that to some degree. Yeah, I mean, you apparently are somewhat informed, but do you know how it works? And
The
as she says that, she's
hex.
like wiggling the scroll in her hand.
Not completely. Does that give all the information?
Yes, sir. Written from my own personal memory of the experiences I had as a child. And they're fucking horrid.
I'll step forward to her.
Okay.
Put out my hand.
Awesome. I will, I think, return you guys, I guess, back to that map now. I was going to mark the map. I'll do it later.
And then I'll tell the group, we don't kill her.
Perfect. Yeah. So she would hand it over. And if you unroll the scroll, you would see plenty of words there. A cursory glance would definitely tell you that it seems to be highly detailed description of someone's bones and joints and everything being kind of broken systematically and healed with magic and done again and again and again until the point that they could break, reform, and manipulate much faster than most changelings. Just, much more excruciating detail.
Gara would be consulting her map and just. So, are we avoiding asphyxiation and strangling and going straight to Fetid, or are we going to cut through Bryn Shander and Targos on the way out?
I mean, I'd say that depends wholly upon what you guys want to do. I don't really know why Dad's out to kill you guys so bad. I don't think he cares about Mallow anymore, considering, but I don't really know.
Looks like Kara. just as like the point behind my hand, right over towards Kara. So,
Who are you trying to show that to, though? Is I guess the better question. Who are you hiding it from?
hiding it from Kara.
Oh, okay. So you're showing
You
Serena.
hide nothing from me.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, no, I did something to piss him off, of course.
You pissed off Dad.
Probably.
What did you do? Hey, Mallow and I ran away, so that makes sense, but you're not really related, are you? I know he
have
wanted something from you, but...
I have something he wants, and in his mind I lorded it in front of him several times.
I mean, usually he doesn't care
So-
about that aspect, but, I guess maybe you know him better than me, which would be surprising.
I know the type, I don't know the person.
Yeah, who does? Fucking psycho.
Either way, gonna kill him. And just goes back to her map as she starts
As
having
you say
another-
gonna kill him, she's just... Oh, good. Glad someone will.
Means we're all friends now.
Subjectively.
Would you come with us to Staven? I'm sorry, East Haven.
Steven.
I mean, I could, if you really want me there. I don't know. It depends, I guess, on which way you want me to use my skill set. I could head to a different town as well and start getting a lay of the land, so if you guys wanted to go there, I can keep you safer. Or you can have me come along. Yeah, your choice.
Kara would be calculating the most expedient way to get to whatever location we decide to go to.
You're looking at your map.
For lack of better words, yeah.
Yeah, so if Serena notices you doing that, she would actually walk over. I'm not on that map right now, so I'm just doing it by voice. And
Yeah.
kind of look over your shoulder. And as she kind of watches you plan the route, she would actually say, "Oh, navigator type, huh? Me too."
Yeah, I understood your handiwork when we fought.
Nice, nice. Just glad to know someone can appreciate it. It's my family didn't at all, despite the fact that I was the one that laid all the ground plans for how they would do their stuff. But hey, just fuck me, right? Anyway, I'd advise going this way. And she actually points like basically down most of the pathing, and then just kind of
Sidestepping Bryn
Bridge
Shander and going
exactly
that way.
cutting across. She's like, even with the blizzards, the roadways are still at least being somewhat frequented by like sled dogs and things. Merchants have to merchant, so they're not exactly impossible to travel. Just takes a little longer. And honestly, as far as I'm aware, as far as I've seen, my siblings are only in the cities. They're keeping an eye on them, they're figuring that you guys have to stop in eventually.
Yeah, I made friends with the wildlife in this location, referencing the bears. Probably won't give a shit if we go that way.
That's, I guess, a good start. How does one make friends with wildlife?
Not kill everything you
Fish.
see.
Show them your assets.
Getting a lot of conflicting advice here.
Everything likes fish in this part of the world, apparently. But other than that, you know, I unhooked them from their slave masters, and I had a decent conversation with them.
What got you to like us? You are like wild animal before we met.
Me? You're talking about me?
Yes.
You think I was like
Easy.
a wild?
She got a fish.
Exactly.
She looks at Leif and, I mean, yes, he smells like one, but no, not. I got my ability to feel back. I mean, you all kind of, yeah.
We gave you something.
No, we didn't. It
He
was
took it.
taken.
But in return, she was given something.
And then Leif
From
have
us.
used that ability to feel.
Well,
Basically.
I mean, I
You're
gave
not
her
wrong.
something.
Oh god.
6 inches.
Sensation overload just.
2 inches at a time.
Miles of dick. It just took a while.
It's like his rope. The more he collects. All right.
So we're in agreement, son. We're gonna bypass Bryn Shander and head straight for East Haven. Or does anyone else have a particular place they want to go first?
We visited Lonely Wood, so I guess my I guess debt of honor to the villagers to make sure that they're okay is fulfilled. So I'm
on the plus side, we
ambivalent.
did stop suicide bombers from blowing up the town, so...
See, there we go.
And by stopped, you mean turn them into zombies so that we can use them somewhere else.
They were already dead before we got here, Bluzak. But yeah. Yeah.
Necromancy.
Who's like licks his lips, just
He's a chosen one, he's a chosen one, he's a chosen one.
It's for the good. It's for the good. All right.
I'm going to spend whatever
Pop you
small
back over
time
here
we
for a
pass in
second.
between showing
so we
Bluzak
can
that
plan
the
routes
uses, the additional uses of undead for my aura of hate.
There you go. Yeah. Oh god.
Bonus. Oh, that's awesome.
I would clarify these guys are not carrying melee weapons at all, so you'd have to kind of give them some if you really
Listen,
wanted.
as
but
long
hey.
as they slap, it's cool.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't care if they're like doing rock paper scissors. Those scissors are going to work.
So
Very,
what's
very
the?
fair.
Interesting choice of conversation, but yeah. All right,
Yeah,
all
I'll give
right.
it
So
to
they
you.
have to be within 10 feet of you, and what's their modifier they get?
Plus
Your,
4
what's your
for his
charisma?
charisma, I think.
Oh,
Plus
okay.
4, yeah.
Yeah, so they would have a plus
Telly.
7.
Okay, so I will let you guys kind of, I guess, plan at this point your route. It sounds like you had a rough idea, but I have to stand up to go give the dogs their bones anyway. So just give you guys a couple minutes, or just take a break one way or another.
I mean, I drew a line, but I'm gonna.
Did you? I did not see it. Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Alrighty. So yeah, let you guys discuss if that's what you want to do. I'll be back in just a minute or two.
Oh yeah. All right, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
I'm good with that. The question is, how long do you want to keep these bomb zombies?
Well, that was why I was asking what their duration was, because depending on how long it takes to walk to where we're going, I think to get there, if we take the roads, is like a day, maybe half a day.
I mean, they're gonna preserve pretty well, anyways. I think purely because of the cold, especially because we're avoiding
Well, no, I think
like.
the spell wears out in 24 hours.
Right. So,
Well, yeah, but they're
but
just barely
every
dead.
and every day I would regain that spell slot anyway. So it's not like it's like
Oh
I'd
wait,
just be
hang on a
down one
second.
spell slot.
Oh yeah, you can renew the cost and just keep them until they're done.
Yes.
Okay, I was under the impression that you only had 24 hours for the
No.
zombies.
Every before 24 hours is up, I can recast the spell to animate them. So technically, I'd be losing like, if I knew the exact minute, right? I'd be
Mhm.
losing a minute every time. Obviously don't not gonna know the exact minute, so I might be losing like an hour every time or close to that.
Honestly, I mean, outside of Kara's perspective, they could be rather useful if they have. Do they have any of their knowledge from when they were alive, or no?
Probably not. You'd have to have speak with undead, right?
Speak with dead, really,
Or
but
speak
yeah.
with dead, maybe. They're not really dead.
I
I,
mean,
I don't know.
if all the whispers look like these dudes walk around town, if any of them come to approach, then we know who's a whisper and who isn't.
I'm pretty sure they would blend in pretty well, but yeah, that's a fair
And they could be our
assessment.
guards, right?
Like have one
Um,
walking a little ahead of us, have one walking a little behind us. If someone gets
so
jumped,
they have to be 60 feet
They could
within
even
me.
do watch for us.
Right, that's what I was saying. They can do night watch for us.
no, I see no problem with that. I'm just giving you shit as Kara because it's Kara.
Yeah, and I'm just, since we kind of went through it with
May
since we kind of
supports
went
it,
through
but
it
is
with
concerned that Ruzek
Jezebel.
has taken a liking to these things.
So I would turn to Mace and be like, "You wouldn't look this ugly."
All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. We'll be right back.
Thank you for
Referencing,
your reassurance.
taking your soul
The
and
transfer of body, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, get me at least something a little fresher. Hey, maybe we can get one of those changeling bodies that the hex seems to have so many of, and
With this
that way I get to like
information,
customize a little bit.
we might be able to make it a changeling. And he, holds the scroll up and he's gonna stick it into his journal. And it's probably going to have wings. And I would look over at Kara. Right.
Great. I mean, I probably would miss these because I also have wings. So
But you don't fly, do you? You just
no,
have
but like
yeah.
I have to
So
carry them around still. So
yeah. So it these wings would be for flying.
wow, I always wanted to do that. Closest thing I got was when Leif was roping me up from that abyss.
um yeah, so I can keep casting this every 24 hours. So if we want to use them as bodyguards or guards, I mean obviously they explode. I don't what was the radius on the other guy?
10 feet, I thought.
Okay, so as long as everybody else is, as long as we're not standing within 10 feet of these guys, it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so here, zombies can understand languages it knew in life, but it doesn't speak. I guess when Chris comes back, we can let him know.
All right. What did we discuss?
We're going to take that path. We're going to keep my zombies. They're going to be our guards at night.
Oh,
Um,
we're gonna have a big orgy.
we're going to put the masks on them.
Hell yeah.
Don't stand within 10 feet of the zombies.
I am back. I heard something. Don't stand within 10 feet of the zombies.
Yeah, because if they explode, we don't
How
want
do you
to
know it's 10
hurt
feet?
ourselves.
There was no
I
Uh,
thought
test
we
the
I
distance.
thought you mentioned earlier. That was just my guess, but
I did not say how far they explode. I just said that there were 3 of you that needed to do the saving throw.
Nice.
right. Okay.
I did tell you it was a DC 12.
Fair.
Oh, so it's not that bad. Dexterity, I'm assuming.
That is what they did, yes.
And Chris is the only one that's not back.
Good to know. Thank you.
And so that you're aware, zombies can understand languages it knew in life, but it can't speak.
Okay. Very cool.
Because
Kill
Chris-
yourself.
Flips him off. The
It
finger
just
falls off.
It's so pissed off. Kara was thinking about trying to get information from them, but that's not really gonna work. Unless you have a slug, maybe.
Oh, the slug might. It would at least be able to sense, like, surface thoughts, if they have any. But they're zombies. I mean, it's just going to be basically whatever you tell them to do, is what they're thinking.
That's true.
I have returned, but I am eating something, so mic will be off.
That's fine. So I guess the question, before you mute yourself too much, is, are we just following this path?
Do I have any
Yeah,
objections? That is the path.
The ones that were here, we agreed at least.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. That's fine.
I'm gonna put the scroll in my journal. Like, do I have to copy it, or can I just kind of stick it in my journal as a page?
I think you'd have to copy it into the journal, technically, if for
Okay.
trying to share.
Okay.
But
So I'll do that during long rest.
yeah. Alright, so... so everything's going to take a little longer to travel, thanks to this blizzard, of course. Let me get back to my notes. So normally it's about 2 hours from Lonelywood to Tourmaline here. In this instance, it is going to be closer to 3. As you get closer to the center of this blizzard, things will be closer to about 2 times the length. So like from the east way, basically, it's going to be about like twice as long to travel. But for the most part, you can go from Lonelywood to Tourmaline in about 3 hours. I will point out, it is currently later, it's like 9 or so p.m. at this point, probably, after all that commotion. I don't know if that means you guys just want to stay in the town tonight. You rested in a god's domain. I'm not going to, penalize you if you guys just choose to stay here for a little bit and leave in the morning, you know what I mean? Or you can go through the night if you think that that's safer. It's just there is a blizzard.
Considering we would have to avoid the next town to go further, waiting till the next day is probably the best bet so we get the whole day to travel.
Yeah.
Wait, you said it's 4 hours to Tourmaline?
It is 3.
3 hours to Tourmaline. So it's 9.
Yeah, you'd
So
be
that
about
would be midnight.
Mhm.
So we could get to the next town, stay there, and then try to do the whole rest of the way the next day.
The next town after Tourmaline is East Haven, so this
Right,
is the
that's what I'm
place where
saying.
we would stop. Yeah.
I think that Fred's just saying, do you want to go from Tourmaline instead of having to go through Tourmaline tomorrow?
Right. Do we want to save ourselves 3 hours by doing it tonight, and then we would arrive 3 hours sooner the next day?
That was the plan, yes.
Okay.
Okay. so Tourmaline tonight. From there. All right. So yeah, we'll spend the 3 hours. Let me put you at midnight. Day 60. All right. So once you guys arrive in Tourmaline, Serena would instruct if you're using an inn, make sure that you are. You probably want to send like Lathan or someone who looks a little more normal. Mallow maybe send him in as someone else.
Yeah.
She actually would tell you at this point that she has trouble changing her form the same way she used to, so she's actually going to take herself out of the running for helping in that regard. But yeah, she'd suggest Mallow. Marshmallow's more than capable. You guys can just get a room, she says, and then just kind of scurry up and try and stay hidden. She offers to kind of watch out for any whispers in the area, if you guys would
What
prefer.
am I more capable of doing?
Transforming into a different looking person to rent a room in an inn. And she would also ask, do you guys want her to stick with you through this travel, or would you prefer her to start trying to lay groundwork in another town for kind of later conquering of these Hex siblings?
I would head to Bryn Shander and probably try to counter any ill rumors against us there.
Oh no, there's no way I'm countering rumors. Not if the Whispers are there and one of our siblings. But I can at least try and make it so that when you arrive, I have some safe havens for you. Safe houses, places that you can go where people will at least know that you're fine.
The dwarven factory family, are they in East Haven or Bryn Shander?
That was Bryn Shander. Yeah, the Black Iron Blades, I believe they're called. Yep.
Yes, that's what it was. Kara would, if you're going to start with a safe place, Black Iron Blades, they like us.
Good to know. Definitely helps. So you do want me to do that then? Just go make sure that there's safe areas for you.
If we're going to be fighting subterfuge, places we know we're secure is probably a better bet.
Alrighty then, that's fine. I'll hang around tonight, get a little bit of rest while you guys are, I guess, wasting time. And then, I'll stick with you until you split off. Go through the wastes. Okay, so, you guys are not really taking a long rest per se, but how many hours are you waiting? What time in the morning do you guys want to go? I will tell you,
I'd
Kara,
say
especially
up
since...
before the light, just
Yeah.
so that no one gets a real good look at our personages we leave.
And with Serena as well, kind of having been in the areas and knowing kind of what's up, she would tell you that it would probably take you guys about 3 hours again to reach the point on the map where you want to branch off. Just so you have that frame of reference. If you want to wake up before the light, that's probably, 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in there.
About 5 a.m. So.
So are we
8
resting?
a.m.
Not necessarily. I mean, if you want to do a short rest, you could do a short rest, but it's
that's all
not
that I
a long
wanted.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
would be
just-
resting here.
I just needed key points.
Key points back. Yeah, that's totally fine.
So that would make it 8
wait
a.m. That's a similar
till-
difference. So that's 11 a.m. 1 p.m. Okay, so that would put us there before sundown.
For East Haven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's going to be about twice the time along from there. Bryn Shander to East Haven is... I think,
We'd get there
7
about
now.
5 p.m.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, you'll get there within the
Assuming-
day. You'll still get there within the day. I'm just got to find out the exact hours is all. But yeah.
I'm
exactly.
just comparing distances. You said it was 3 hours to Tourmaline to our first break point. That's about the same there. So that's another 3. That puts us at 11 a.m. Puts us another 3 there. At 4 puts us another 3 there. We get there about 6 or 7.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so... yeah, 7 p.m. is what I get, Chris. So.
I had a good guesstimate.
Okay, so that will put you guys roughly there at 7 p.m. However, it is not going to be that easy. That's just the timetable you'll be probably working under. So once you guys leave Tourmaline, I do need con saves. This is really only failable if you roll like under a 5. But yeah, the blizzard is raging. Any of you who have cold resistance automatically pass. You don't have to worry about it.
Woo!
So I think Mace and Leif are the only two who don't have cold resistance currently. So con saves from you guys.
Yeah. Concept?
Yes.
Leif, not cold.
Leif
Not
is doing
cold.
fine. Mace is also
I've
doing
been-
fine.
Pretty cool.
I've
Yeah,
been
so
reading.
you guys are just noticing that the weather has certainly picked up for your detriment. It is harder to travel than it usually is. Kara guiding you guys, of course, makes it so that the land is not untravelable, but the cold is definitely biting and harsh. One, two. I will need 2 more of those rolls, just because you guys are going to be going for a while in the snow.
Two more
Two
each.
more?
Two more con saves each. Yes, if you guys are
Okay.
doing this straight. Everyone else is resistant to cold, so it should be okay. But yep. Okay.
Ooh,
Can we
ooh.
help
So
them
Mace,
at all?
not really. It's just them trying to brave the elements. You know. So Mace, you are able to brave the cold without too much issue. You know, you kind of bundle up a little
Still
tighter,
not used
even
to the
though
feeling, but I'm
you
able
don't
to
really produce
bear
your
it.
own warmth, but you still kind of block the wind out as much as you can with your cloak and things, and it does kind of help enough that you are able to stave the cold away. Leif, you think you're doing okay until like roughly around. Let me see if Kara's using orange. We'll use orange. You know, somewhere around like here-ish maybe. You know, a little circle there. Things start to take a toll on you. The cold starts to kind of set in, and I am going to have you do 1 level of exhaustion, sadly.
God damn it.
Yeah, the DCs are slowly going up, and the third one was a 10, so. Yeah, that's true. Mallow's the thing keeping you warm to some degree. But yeah, sorry, Leif, but that is the case currently. You won't have to do any more rolls until East Haven, but I will tell you, as you approach the intersection before East Haven.
How do you do that where it notifies the whole status
I
thing?
I do it on D&D Beyond.
And it
Ah,
just
that's why,
transfers over,
okay.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Most
cool.
of the time, I try and do a lot of stuff on D&D Beyond to make sure it's on both pages, so in case something goes weird.
Yep, thank you, Kara. You have figured it out. Put yourselves from the west side of the map, please, everybody.
To
I feel
give
you, Ella.
his 2 zombies.
Good call. Good call. The zombies have definitely shambled along with you all quite readily.
Doing the Thriller dance the entire way.
If only we had a bard.
You technically did have one for a bit.
I know.
You just chose the worst time to come.
Ugh.
Rogue.
Is there ever a bad time to come?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
too soon.
usually inside, but you know.
D&D.
All right. So, once you guys are here, Kara's passive is what? I need to do a roll. What's your passive perception, Kara?
2-1.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
My passive perception is pin drop in a sandstorm.
Yep. I'm just checking to see what you see. All right. Perfect. Yeah. So of course, with that passive, it is not too hard for you to notice that burying themselves among the snow, kind of watching out in this area, seem to be, if I could hit the right keybinds, 2 monstrous furry things, white enough to not stand out against their Arctic environment. You are definitely the only one who sees them, judging by their rolls, because I believe the highest closest to you is like a 14.
Uh-huh.
So, and I will need initiative from everybody, because they have already seen you, Kara, and you can most certainly tell that.
We are about to be beset by Yetis.
Not again.
I would like to stealth.
I can blow them up.
You will be able
I mean,
to
you
stealth as part
can.
of your first turn. At this point, it's just it is, you know, you guys were traveling down the trail without really claiming that you were trying to be stealthy to begin with, and these things were looking for you specifically. So you will be able to break line of sight in stealth. Is I guess the better way to phrase it. Mallow was a 7. Leif, I feel like you had low rolling initiative. I feel like you're usually higher. Bluzak, you're actually going early for once.
Yeah. Gotta get my zombies out there. You know, blow them up.
Good luck. We will see. I fucked up a little bit. Give me one sec. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So, Kara, you do still technically go first. What are you thinking?
I'm just trying to double check something real quick.
No problem.
Kara starts walking forward and then says to Mallow, "Don't come near me if you wish to continue using that shroud."
Okay.
And she will walk to this point and engage her sun sword.
Mm-hmm.
It
So
is
if you want-
sunlight.
You might as well put an aura on yourself.
Yeah.
And we'll make it visible to Mallow so that he can at least have an idea.
I think I
Since
can
you warned
be.
him.
I can see it, or I can. The shroud can be
if you're in it for like an hour or something, but she's just trying to be conscientious of you, I think.
No. Absolutely. I want to
Yeah.
see. Yeah. So I have to be exposed to sunlight.
This blade is
yeah.
essentially emitting sunlight.
Yep.
That is why
Just
I have
only
given
for
you-
an hour. Yeah. No, I got you. I'm just saying. So I would have to be without interruption. It states for an hour.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand. I'm just, it is Kara trying to be conscientious is all. Just pointed it out.
dim light at the 30-foot, bright light at the inner portion.
Mm-hmm.
And I can actually reduce and expand the radius by 5 feet to a minimum of 30 feet for the inner circle or 10 feet for the inner circle, and then
Your choice.
corresponding to the other sides. So, but I don't think I can do that until the next turn, though.
Okay.
While the blade persists, use an action to expand or reduce the thing. So I cannot do that yet. So, drawn the weapon, engaged it, and I am basically making myself a target.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I will use my action to take the dodge action.
All right. Very fair. All right. It is now the turn of the Yetis. So this first one will kind of climb down the cliff here. It's about 20 feet high, so it takes about 25 to get there. 30 and 10 more is as far as it can go as it runs towards you, Kara. And it screams out with a ear-shattering howl. And then the second one will also do the same. It'll go down 20, 30, 40 through the trees, and will also scream out an ear-shattering howl. And with that, that's it for them right now. That's going to be one cycle. And Mace. Mace is up.
Okay. Did you? No, I don't suppose Kara told us anything about what she was trying to do, right? More than
Nope.
just bring attention to herself.
She just
I
warned
did not.
Mallow. That was it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you
I
know her MO at this
think-
point.
I don't think she's gonna do anything too reckless. So, considering that I can't even keep up with her, I'll move up to here so that she's still technically in my aura, and I
don't
guess
know.
hold
I don't
an
know if she's
action.
covered by half is the thing. We'll figure it
No,
out
it's
if we
just,
need
I mean,
to.
it's 10 feet regardless. So,
Okay. Yeah, fair.
but like yeah, I'll just hold an action to attack any hostile within melee range, and that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Pluzak, you are up.
So I'm gonna move. Can I stealth first? Yeah, on the stealth first. Sorry,
No, you're good.
trying to fix a spell. Stealth. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm trying to stealth. Moving 30 feet into this bush. Or tree, under this tree, whatever this is. And I am telling my zombies to walk. Oh, I can't move them. So 5, 10, 20. So they would end up here
Okay.
if you can move them.
Yep.
They can only go 20 feet. So
So it was here, I think you said?
one more. Yep.
Cool.
And
I am here for Pluzak, like herding some zombies just with a cane.
The Shepherd Pluzak.
Yeah.
yeah,
Zombie Shepherd.
it's a moon sickle, but yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So that's my turn.
Awesome. Alright. Leif, you're up.
All right. We're just gonna move up to here. I think that was. Yeah. I guess we might as well, since we're here. We'll pop a little. Why does it hate me? It hates me today. Jesus. Then we'll pop an echo over to next to Kara, and then I guess I will also. Well, can I also hold an action? That was a bonus action.
Yeah, that's why not.
So if I hold an action, then it uses my action on that turn, right?
It uses your reaction to let you delay your action, yeah.
Okay, no. So I lose my reaction.
Correct.
Which is what happens like if they leave my
Correct.
melee range or whatever. Okay, then I don't want to do that. No, then I'm good here.
Alrighty. And Mallow. How will Mallow kill today?
Can Kara put her radius that way you can all see it?
I did
If
put it
you
up. It's up
can't,
to Rick to continue making it
I did
visible
not
to everyone.
realize my B.
I refreshed
Should be there
just
now.
in case.
Yeah, should be there now. You're good.
Come on, roll 20, load.
9?
Come on, just be a pro member, and then you don't have to.
True though. Let's be real.
I'm gonna run to behind this tree and stealth there. Break line of sight, or bush or whatever this is. Break line of sight, and then
Okay.
stealth.
Go for it.
I need the other one. Where did it go? Oh, it fucking closed out because I refreshed the page. 19.
Yep. Good set. Okay.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna wait there because it's my action to do that, so. And see if I can wait until this one moves up.
Okay. So, Kara, I believe that makes it your turn again. Yes, it does.
Wonderful. Kara will point off to her right. There's one coming from that way. I'll take the one ahead. And she will actually get the map marker. Yep, that's 30 feet. And attack.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
As I approach, I will giant smite.
Okay.
As bonus action.
Yeah. Do you not see it? Should be good.
Yep, nope, it upped. I'm just double checking. So first attack that hits will have the Giant's Might on it. Does a 14 hit?
It will, yes, hit.
Cool. Ignore the 2-hand damage.
Okay.
And just gonna take. Did I turn on Giant's Might? I did turn on Giant's Might. Okay, so it only rolled a 3. So it's gonna take 17 damage from the first attack.
Mhm.
And second attack. 14 hits, so 20 will. 10 damage.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you cleave him twice, do some good damage. His hide is pretty thick, though. It doesn't seem to carve him up.
Just for the record, all damage dealt while using this weapon is radiant
Yep,
damage,
I'm
unless it is applied by Planar Warrior. In that case, it all becomes
Force.
force.
Yep. I'm aware. Alrighty.
First time I've used this weapon, so
Yeah,
Stating
take it. You're good. Just making sure.
American.
Alright. Anything else?
bonus action was used the Giant's Might.
Yeah, I think you just have 10 feet of
Move.
movement you can use if you want, because mobile.
I have 10 feet of movement because, yeah.
No, and I mean you could move if you want without opportunity, because mobile was my intention.
That too. 5 to there. 5 to... And I'll. You know, yeah, I'll move up to here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
So now it's the turn of the Yetis. Let me see. This one will shift here. For the sake of... Yeah, okay. And then this one, 10, 20, 30...
Who's like, Kara,
We'll move up
stop.
to his buddy.
My zombies can't jungle fast
I
enough.
need Mace and Leif. I think it's your Echo is the one further forward.
Yes.
Okay, so the Echo is going to disappear because this is a con save. And Mace, I need you to do a con save as well.
Oh, okay.
These two Yeti, one will glare over at Leif's Echo. Your Echo feels a chill down its spine that actually causes it enough physical harm for it to vanish. Mace, you pass without issue. Yeah, and you are fine. Again, the chilling gaze of it kind of locks eyes with you. You feel a chill down your spine as the force of this Yeti's magical gaze seems to almost take hold, but you shake it off without issue. You're good for now. In this instance, one of them is close enough to Kara to still attack with melee, and it can, so it will swing at you twice, Kara. What is your AC currently?
18.
Okay, so a 16 plus will hit you. The other one will miss. So you will take a total of 11 damage. That is divided into 10 slashing and 1 cold. I'm just going to give you the 1 cold because I can't really have it.
You can't have one, so yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, no big deal. I just lost my temp HP and I lost a point of health.
Right.
Woohoo.
Exactly. And that will be it for them this turn. This point. Ah, no, wait, next turn. Okay. It is Mace's turn. How about it, Robot Man? How you want to tackle the Yetis?
Well, they didn't come close to me, so
So I will go close to them.
I will go close. Yes. You
Technical
know,
question.
actually, no. Yes.
Oh no, this is a Rick for technical question. Because I'm casting light from my direction, am I also casting shadow?
Technically, I would say anything that's in your inner circle, though, probably isn't very well because it's kind of like the bright light is going to be.
Yeah,
kind
but
of
anything on the outer circle is casting
Yeah,
shadow.
I'd say the dim light casts pretty good shadow without too much issue. Yeah.
Cool. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. You know, for a split second, I thought about holding an action to like launch a corpse in their direction, but I don't know that would be exactly the best use of my actions. Or
You
I
just
don't
want
know
to
if-
see it explode.
I kind of do,
Yeah.
but also I kind of want your like to help out on your narrative, not narrative, but like your thought process. But no, it's fine. Yeah, I'll move up to here, and I will smack the bottommost one.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not the one. Well, this one. One.
That will indeed hit.
Nice. 2.
That one will not. The
That's
12
okay.
will not, yeah. So 15, okay.
And I think that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. With that, it is Pluzak. I'll get
Alright.
I got the zombies ready to move, just let me know.
Yeah, you can move them 20 feet, like, northeast towards them.
5, 10, 15, 20 is what I get.
Yep. And I would cast Create Bonfire on the closest one to me.
Okay. Create
I
bonfire.
guess that right there.
Yep. So I believe that actually puts a fire under him for that
Yes.
just sits there, right?
Yes.
So I think that basically.
That- Don't think that's the right numbers. Oh, I didn't do that right. Let me check. Yeah, it should be Dex 16. Yeah, I definitely did not do
Dex
that
16 saving throw.
right. Yeah.
Okay. Does he? Okay, hold on. So.
See if I can fix
Okay.
this.
So what is it half damage on save or full?
No, no damage.
Okay.
No damage if
So-
he saves.
Yeah. So 19 total. So he will save.
Okay.
You will notice. So the fire does stay there, right?
Yes.
Can you define to
For one.
say that he has to move out, or like on the start of his turn he gets burned, or like how does that?
I think
Uh,
once you use it on a creature, it
Thank
kind
you.
of
That's what I meant. Perfect.
yeah.
See within range of still spell ends. A magic bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell must. Okay. Must also make saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time in turn or ends its turn there. Okay.
Ends its turn.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it doesn't quite catch it right now. We'll see if it moves out of there on its turn or what it decides to do. You would definitely notice fear kind of leap into its eyes as it jumps back away from the flame, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is my turn.
Alrighty. Leaf.
All right. Let's come over here.
And if you see me recast it, it's just me making sure I fixed it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the heads up.
Then we'll put this little guy over here. Walk him up like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to smack this dude. We're going to smack the shit out of him. 27
Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
for 15.
Okay.
18.
Yep.
8. We're going to re-roll that for 13.
Okay.
And then we're going to...
That one is starting to look kind of bloodied at this point.
Yeah, we're going to unleash incarnation. Get out of here. Stop doing that. And we're going to smack him one more time for another 18.
Okay.
For 14. All right.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Looking very bloodied. Another couple hits like that probably goes down.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So, anything else? I don't think you can, but...
No, I mean, I just would cry out that the soup is bad. Soup's bad!
Yet again.
Just gonna
Awesome.
reaffirm, yeah.
Alright. Mallow. Monsieur Mallow.
So I just want to reiterate this. Can you move? Thank you. The cloak will not get messed up for me going into the sunlight. I have to be in it for a continuous hour.
As far as you're aware, yes. That is your understanding of how that works. That should be correct. How about that? Scare you a little less.
You just fucking run there. And then I will attack him.
Okay.
Oh, actually. Can I go back? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. What's up?
I'm gonna shadow step there.
Could have done it either way.
Um,
So you can
yeah,
only shadow
just-
step to within 60 feet, I believe, right?
yeah, and my distance is 40. My
Yep.
walking distance is 45.
Yeah,
feet,
just
so-
trying to understand what way
Yep.
you're doing it now.
Yep, just from the shadow here
Yep,
to
to
the
there.
shadows that
Yeah,
are
so
placed
45, you're good. Yep.
there. And then I get to attack him with advantage.
Mhm.
And he's 10 feet away. Oops. There, 26 up.
Nope. Of course not. Not for Mallow. Yeah, you're
Okay.
good, man.
7 bludgeoning. And then go again. That's not at advantage, but a 14.
That one will hit, though. You're good, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I don't think I can hit him again. So I don't think I can use my melee weapon for the third strike. So that will be it.
That is it. Alright, so you have managed to kill that Yeti. Very well done. Kara, you are up.
I strike the Yeti.
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead.
Don't think a 13 is going to hit.
Nope, that is correct. It will not.
That
22
will...
most certainly will, yes.
Alright, so this one is going to have Giant's Might and Planar Warrior.
19? Okay. Very good hit.
And that is me.
Awesome. Okay. The Yeti's turn now. It will, seeing its friend to be dead, rotate over to here. It will not quite leave your range. It will... Let me see. Let me count. So it can do that to Kara or Leif. It's going to glare at Leif's Echo again. Leif's Echo will have to do a con save. It will disappear regardless. Oh no, wait, I'm reading that wrong. Leave your Echo in. Do the con save. It's not damage if you fail. It's only damage if you... Or sorry, it's only damage if you fail, not damage if you succeed. So I kind of fucked you on that last one, my bad. But you
No,
can potentially save this one.
I have exhaustion, or
You do have one level of exhaustion. Yes.
okay. I didn't know if that went away with the short rest.
It would not with a short rest. The
No.
long rest.
I
you
give
can.
you a Kara die, so you get a d6.
Okay, so I'm disadvantaged on ability checks, which is a con
Yes,
save, right?
that would be disadvantage, but you do get a +6 die if you wish to use it, thanks to Kara.
Oh, I have to do it first, though, right?
Yeah, roll the con save first, and then you can choose whether or not you want to use the d6. Oh no, you don't have to roll the d6 first. It's the
I
opposite
thought
if
you meant
want.
roll the d6 first.
No, no, no. I mean, if you want to use it, then we can just use the 3. Either or. It's just usually the stipulation on the Kara dice says it's any time after you roll, but before finding out what
No, I
happened,
just-
like whether it's a good or bad outcome, is all. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
just,
So with an
that's
8
not-
crit failure, you're not gonna
Yeah.
pass, but it's just your Echo, so it will disappear at this point. It's not too bad. And it will then swing its 2 attacks at you, Kara.
Yep.
One will hit. The other will not.
It told you to talk to the hand because the face don't want to hear it.
Yep. So it is going to hit you for 8 slashing and 9 cold damage. We'll have the 9 to 4, I guess, is fair.
12 damage.
4.5 run down. Yeah.
Okay.
12 total. And it is now, after this Yeti's turn ends, that you hear the shambling of something else as it moves into the field. They are not trying to hide, so you would all notice. These 2 things pop up, or I should say walk in. It should be, yes, so that's 10 of each of them. So this one, the north one will actually stay for now.
Oh, I
South
forgot what these
one
were called, but they're basically
will
denizens of
move.
Worrell.
It can go another 20,
Oh, not one of these again.
15, 20 to here.
It's the
Mallow, you did attack, so you are visible now. Alright, so Kara, let me see. One will try and hit you. It will miss its first attack. It will miss its second attack. So 2, it's hood starts to kind of glow, and this ray of cold energy seems to shoot out and hits the snow around you 2 separate times, Kara. 5, 10, 15. You are technically, I think, within 20 feet of it, Kara. Check that for me. Yeah, looks right.
Of the
The one
the
to the
walker.
north, yeah. So
Yes,
I
I am
will
exactly
need
20 feet.
you to as well do a con save.
Okay. Constitution.
Okay. So that will not quite succeed. So as these lights of cold energy, these rays of cold energy kind of shoot out from under its hood, the kind of bright light that it sheds is enough, you're close enough that it actually blinds you momentarily. So until the start of this thing's next turn, you are blinded.
Can I make an argument that my back is to it, so I
Yeah,
get a
it doesn't
better
really
shot at it?
care. It just, the ability says, as a bonus action, can target one creature in its bright light. Bright light is a 20-foot radius, and try and force you
tried.
to succeed. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I was looking to see if it says something about that can see the creature, but it doesn't, is the problem. It's just if you're close enough, it can do it, so. But yeah, it is what it is there. It at least didn't hit you. You're blinded till the start of the next turn, or its next turn, I should say. And the one south is going to try and shoot at Mallow. So that's 2 rolls to you. Mallow,
Sure.
does a 16 hit your AC?
No.
16 does not? Okay, then it will not hit you either. As it
Al
shoots
gives him the finger.
these 2 cones or these 2 blasts of cold. And otherwise, that's the best it can do on its turn. Mace, you're up.
Or just a quick question: how big are these trees that he's shooting through?
It's not necessarily. It's enough you could take cover behind if you choose to do so actively, but you were out in the open having just attacked, so he didn't necessarily have too much issue shooting at you there. If you tell me you're taking cover, then you can get like half cover behind him. Maybe to clarify. Mace, by the way, it is your turn though. I don't know if you heard me.
Okay, I didn't know if you were like
Yeah, no, you're good.
clarifying anything. Okay.
Uh-oh, doggos are barking.
Okay. 40, that ain't happening. So I think I'll just move up to here, like
Okay.
carabine my aura, and then help her down this Yeti.
Go for it.
So yeah, I'll just do that.
Yep, that'll
So
hit.
19 hits.
So that's this. Yep, they're good. Does that much? Yeah, this thing looks like it's barely left standing, but it is barely
Nice,
left standing.
I'm not gonna smite it. I'll let Kara finish it if she can. Otherwise, we'll see what happens.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, that'll be my turn.
Alright. Bluzak.
All right. All left. I'm gonna move 30 feet.
And I'm going to assume that these guys go here and detonate.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't move this first. I was gonna do
I see.
that.
He wants to wait. He wants to wait till Leif moves out of the way.
I'm gonna drop concentration on the campfire that we have, bonfire we have there,
Okay.
and cast it right there on
On
this
the other
one.
one. Okay. Let me put the fire back out there.
So this should
And
work
it will
this
do
time.
a dex save DC 15, you said?
16.
16, okay. Oh, that's right, from your whimsical.
Whimsical.
Yep, it will certainly fail. 5
So
fire
it takes
damage.
a whopping 5 damage
It
because of my
only
rolls.
needs to take a whopping 2 fire damage in order to keel over a dead.
Yes. So it's just gonna start to
Yep.
burn now. So I don't even have to cast bonfire again on that guy after.
There you go.
Um.
The corpse just... Honestly, these things are actually kind of... Not necessarily weak, but they are afraid of fire. It would have had disadvantage on some rolls because of that. So it takes
Oh,
pretty quick.
nice.
Its fur burns up pretty good. The waxy substances that protect it from the cold are equally as flammable.
Right. And the zombies are gonna move right below me. The 2 squares below me.
5, 10, 15, 20 is what I count. Oh, actually, I guess you could do 20, right? Is that what you're thinking? Okay. Then that leaves us with Leif.
We're gonna move here. then I want to pull out my
Rifle?
laser rifle
Go for
and
it.
try and shoot that guy down there.
Yep. Go for it.
Did we make? Don't think we made one. Da-na-na.
Well, in D&D Beyond, they should have a laser rifle that you can put on your character sheet. No?
That's what I believe so. I should have done this. I thought I was gonna go kill that other Yeti, and now I'm making.
No, you don't know.
Now I'm doing things. Laser rifle. I found it. Yes.
His weapon's itching.
How do I-
It
Put your
even
fingers
has,
itching.
it even does just your +2 dex for you.
What's up?
There you go. Look at that. That'll hit.
Is that your
Oh,
first
first
hit with
hit.
the laser ray?
I don't know if it's his first hit, but it's his first in a while.
Yeah.
I was under the impression this was the first hit because I know. Every
think
time
so,
we
yeah.
used it was a miss.
All right. Well, why don't you roll that damage? 13.
13.
Radiant damage. Wow.
Uh-huh.
And then was my. Oh yeah, I get 2. I can shoot it twice. Eh?
You can. Yep. 2 attacks per
Fuck.
action. Just keep in mind though that you will need to go into the. I don't know if you can do it by notes or by ammo on the actual weapon, but you are using shots for this. So.
Right. Yeah. This one's real. Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's hitting.
Yeah.
There you
this is
go.
The real one. I want to re-roll that damage first.
Can you?
And-
Savage attacker, I think, has to be a melee weapon.
Oh, I
believe.
think you're right. Yeah, I believe you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Try this again. 17.
That will hit. Yep.
What's up, guys? For
17
17.
damage, nice.
Okay, that's 2 shots.
Wow.
Oh no, not
So
117.
your Echo Knights are stormtroopers.
Apparently, that is what we're learning.
Uh,
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
The only other thing I want to do is, I always put that in my notes. It's just bonus action. A Echo out here with me,
Okay.
just so he's out. God, it does not like putting it in squares.
That's all right. It happens. Mallow, your turn. Is he muted?
Just thinking.
Oh, okay.
I always think that's the exit. I'll put that little clock on my time-sensitive Echo there.
No, that's within. I'm gonna teleport behind him.
Okay.
The dude to the south.
Mhm.
And then advantage. Just unarmed strikes. 26.
Okay.
Keep that damage.
Okay.
A normal. Oh, damn.
Failure.
Okay.
Not much I can do to you there. Yeah. I guess do this for me. Roll me a d8. Okay, so you're fine. Cool. Thanks. All right. Kara, your turn.
I'm going to use my first action to lesser restoration myself so I could see again.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then I'm going to
Oh.
action surge to get my attacks back.
Wait, does the blind not go away?
I don't think that would work.
He didn't
yeah.
tell me it did, so I'm assuming
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't
to.
think lesser restoration would cure that though. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see.
Lesser restoration. You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be either blinded, deafened, paralyzed,
Yeah,
or
I'm
poisoned.
just curious because the effect that you have is. I don't know.
Blinded.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's magical in nature or if it's just an effect.
I don't think that
Doesn't
matters.
matter.
Okay. if
Yeah,
it
I don't
doesn't
think
matter,
that
then
that
that's fine then.
matters.
That's fine. Then go ahead.
Since
So
everyone's
I have-
saying they don't think it matters, I'm gonna say I don't think it matters.
Pluzak
Thank you, Bluzak.
begins
The
to.
voice of reason has spoken. Alright, so I have cured my blindness. I'm going to go up to this thing. And I am going to strike it. I do have an operational question.
Mhm.
These things undead?
You have no
Oh.
idea.
Alright, well, if they are, they take additional damage.
Roll the additional damage. I'll either take it or not.
Cool.
How about that?
Works for me. First attack is a planar warrior. Does a
17 will
17
hit.
hit?
Yep, you're good.
Cool. So
So let me see. Sunblade versus Undead would be the last one in there. So it's the D8, the 6. So it's either a 14 or a 20. Yeah. Is what I'm
correct.
reading. Okay.
And second attack.
Mm-hmm. That will hit. Yep.
This is gonna have Giant's Might attached to it.
Okay. So it's 3 less if they're not undead. So okay. So we got, what was it, 13 or 10?
20. So it's
13 or 10
33 if they are.
on the second one. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful. Good hits. Very good hits. Blade cleaves into him pretty cleanly.
So I have a question that's, I mean, I guess just random musing, I suppose.
Mhm.
If there's a creature that is blind, either has like birth defect or like got, I don't know, like their eyes gouged out or something,
Ravnus.
can lesser restoration fix them?
I would say no. It's about the condition, not your physicality. If your physicality is producing the condition, then it's just always going to be there. But if
Well, it's like
it's
saying, does healing someone bring back their arm? No, there's a spell for
Right.
that. It's regeneration.
right, you'd have to get to the
Right,
point of
yeah.
like actively trying to. Yeah, it's a higher level of fix, we'll say. Yeah. I do like the creativity, but you know,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't think
of
it's
course.
quite right. All right, so everything.
maybe
That's
what
everything,
about
Kara.
a degenerative disease though?
Hey man, the way I'd play it is if you have a degenerative disease, the magic might solve it
Well, I
momentarily,
mean, the
but
wording,
it's gonna always
the
be
wording
there.
of the spell does say disease, so I would remove a disease if it did exist.
Yeah, it depends. Depends on kind of what it is, right? Like you might be able to stop a cancer momentarily, but if the cells are still in their body after, right?
Yeah, at that point you
Remove
just
a
range
tumor,
target
but
them,
not the
right?
cancer itself. I don't know. It's interesting question for sure. Regardless, though, it is
Yes, that is me.
yeah, it is the turn now of these creatures. Kara and Mallow, I need Constitution saving throws. Yes, that is correct. Kara and Mallow, con save. Kara, you will be blinded
Same
again.
thing I did before.
Mallow, you will also be blinded. So both of you
Well,
are
it's a good thing
currently
I have
blinded.
blindsight.
Yeah, that'll still help you, but it does mean that they are going to attack you with advantage. Kara, a total of 20 will hit you with 1.
Can I argue that they don't have advantage because I could still technically see them?
Yeah, but that's not how the blinded condition works, my friends.
But I have blind sight, therefore
Yeah,
they're
that
in
just
my
means
range.
that you can attack without disadvantage. Your own attack rolls will not have disadvantage because you know where they are, but their attack rolls will have advantage against you still by nature of.
But if I
Yeah,
know
no,
where they are, they don't have advantage.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm being kind by letting you not have the disadvantage as far as I'm aware. I don't know. What does it actually say on blindsight? Does it literally say that you can't be blinded, period? Or does it just...
No, the blind sight essentially entails that regardless of whether you have vision or not,
You know the location of
care
things
about-
around you, right? I don't know. It's the condition
so
still
It doesn't
exists, right?
specify.
So let me just go to your character sheet and I'll try and figure it out quick.
Can
blind
perceive
sight.
within a
So
specific
it
radius.
says
Creatures without eyes, such as Grimlocks and Grey Oozes, typically have a special sense as to
Because you're
creatures
not
with
immune to
echolocation
being
and
blind
heightened
still, as
sights,
far as I'm aware.
such as bats and true dragons. If a monster is naturally blind, it has parenthetical note to this effect, indicating the radius of its blindness match, defined
Bli-
as the maximum range of its perception.
Blind sight only goes out. I was gonna say not. It doesn't go out far.
It can.
No, it's only 10
blind sight,
feet.
blind sight can have any distance. It just depends on what you have with it. It's like dark sight, or dark vision, I should say. Yeah, see, the problem I have is that it doesn't make you immune to the condition. It just lets you know where monsters and stuff are around you. I get what you're saying. It's just, I don't know. You still technically are beset by the condition, right?
My argument would be if the thing is within the 10 feet, then no. But if it's out of that, he doesn't know where it is, so that would make
But
sense.
the condition of blind doesn't care. So here, let me put it this way. Even if you close your eyes and you know I'm standing in front of you, you know my location. But if I swing a hand at you, how do you know which way that hand's coming? How do you know which angle? It's not touching the ground. You're just sensing the air moving, right? So she has an idea of where the person is, but it's not like she still lost her sight. She still can't see it. It's not like it makes her completely immune to the condition that is blind. If she had maybe I don't know, maybe in true sight, I'd have to look up and see now. I think that just lets you see through illusions, but then I'd have to look. I don't know. It's just rough because it doesn't make her immune to the condition is the thing. I'll give you attacks
So,
not at disadvantage, but I think it's
does
going to have advantage against you
blindness
still.
give all attacks against you advantage?
Yes.
Is that what it
Yes,
is?
that is correct. Blindness as a condition. A blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So it doesn't say. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
So
literally that's just the
as far as
condition.
I'm
So
seeing, yeah, having blindsight doesn't make you immune to blindness, as stupid
correct.
as that sounds.
Right. It
So
just lets you know where things are around you. And so what I would say is if it's even then if it's a spell that you can't see coming, I don't know. Yeah, I'll give you the again. You can attack without disadvantage, but I don't know. It's tough for me to argue that the condition doesn't still exist on you. Regardless, let me go back here. I know one of them was a hit on you, Kara, and I hadn't rolled Mallows yet, so let me roll your damage. So it is 8 bludgeoning and 22 cold will have to 11. So 19 total.
Mhm.
And then Mallow, you are also blind. It will attack you twice with advantage. Both will hit you. You will get hit for 21 bludgeoning and 25 cold from the first hit. And
Cold's resistant.
okay, so we will have it to 12 for you. So 25 and 12, so 37 total for the first hit. And you will take 5 bludgeoning and 14 cold on the second, so we'll have that to 7. So a total of 12 for the second hit. And that's them. Mace, you are up. And the question
They're both
becomes, which way
blinded?
does Mace now go?
yeah, they're both blinded, right?
Mace, yeah, Kara and Mallow are both blinded.
I mean, obviously, I trust Kara to be able to defend herself. Mallow is a little bit squishier than her, and technically, she's kind of safe regardless. Now I can just barely reach Mallow. I think I can pretty comfortably. Oh, it's about the
You
same
can do
distance.
both,
That's
yeah.
great. Hmm. Uh, let's just help Mallow out, I think.
Okay. Swinging away.
So, okay. Because I'm gonna play fair here
Mhm.
and not be a dick about it. I will point out that my aura of hate does not state friendly fiends or undead. It just states fiends or undead.
I will
So-
make the judgment call of friendly. That's fine. I feel like you are not going to be bestowing power upon something that you
I'm
are
just
actively
saying.
not trying to be friends with. I don't know. I get you though. That is a very funny point.
Anyways, I will, smack it.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
14 will not. No.
Okay. Hey, that's it. I'm definitely gonna.
That will
smite
certainly hit. Yes. You guys were owed one of those at some point. So 20 total.
And then where's my smite?
Yep.
There it is.
There's my smite.
And it should be additional D8 because it's an undead.
If it's an undead, you can roll the d8, but I'm doing the same way as Kara.
I thought we
We'll see.
knew those were undeads.
We'll find out. Either it'll die faster or it won't, right?
Oh,
Another 15 is
okay,
definitely
so
heavy.
I'll just roll the D8. I mean, yeah, okay.
Oops. Oof. Yeah, that's helping. Wonderful.
Yeah, well, that'll be it for me.
All right, beautiful. Pluzak, you are up.
So now move here. I am going to cast Chill Touch on Kara's enemy. Chill Touch
I just read
is
that.
here. 14.
Okay, 14 will not quite hit.
Yowzers. And then the zombies will be in the 2 squares below me. We'll move them up.
2 below, yeah. Pluzak's merry band.
It's just great because they only have 20 speed, so
Yeah,
it's just
they're
like,
just like shambling.
all right, guys, keeping them away from me.
All right. Anything else?
Nope,
I don't
that's
think you
it.
can, but yeah. All right, Leif, you're up.
See, we should be able to get down here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just electric slide into there,
Okay.
and then we are going to bring him. Oh, 30. Oh. Oh no.
So I do need to clarify. You had your rifle in your hand last. Does that mean your Echo has its rifle?
No. No. I thought about that, and I didn't say anything, and I thought we had stated that
No,
if I
it's
don't
fine.
say
I just
anything,
wanted
then
to
it's just a
clarify
great
so I
sword.
know. Yeah, that's why I'm
Um,
checking.
Does it take an action for me to switch to my?
No, we've been pretty free with it this whole game.
Okay.
So
Well, then I'm just going to. Is 1 second. 1 second. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't take a bonus action. So, and because I can't get my guy there, I'm just gonna manifest him over here.
as a bonus
Because-
action. Yep.
Yeah, because I want him here, and he can't get there.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to attack this guy cross while being across. Yes. 17
Mhm. Okay.
for 17
Okay.
and 20
Mhm.
for
11.
we're gonna redo that for 13. I'll take it.
Okay.
How does he look? How's he looking?
He's pretty beat up.
Let's just do this and get it over with. We're just gonna action surge,
Okay.
and then we're just gonna smack him again. 16 16 hits?
Yes, it will.
for 14.
Mhm. Okay.
27. That'll
Yep.
hit.
Yep.
For another
That'll
14.
kill him. That'll kill him.
Hell yeah.
He's got 3 HP at this point. It doesn't really matter how much you hit him for. I don't think you can physically not do enough. Yeah, so that one will die.
Oh yeah, I just wanted that done with.
Absolutely.
And then that's everything I can do.
Mhm.
So I'm good.
Alrighty. Okay. So Mallow.
He's still he still has the one on. I can't do anything, so Mallow sits.
Oh yeah, that's a so Mallow got blinded by him, right?
Yeah, it's over
You can
now.
still
Well,
do
actually,
stuff.
no, I guess it wouldn't be. It's till the start of their turn technically, so it would still be blind. Yeah, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Mallow just sits.
Yeah, but you can still do stuff. You just have disadvantage attacks.
I can't see anything, so I can't walk anywhere.
Can any of us really see?
So Mallow sits.
That's fine. Alright, so Kara's turn.
Well, I'm swing away.
Go for it.
12,
it'd be-
21.
Or 17? Yeah, okay. That one
we
will not.
established, yeah. Okay.
Alright, anything else?
I will bonus action double check my spell. Bonus action drop a healing spirit on me.
Alrighty.
I miss Healing Spirit.
I mean, I use it. Just
No,
not
I know.
often.
It's just it takes me back to when I used to play Azure, and that was like my bread and butter.
I'm just gonna put fire on you because it's the closest token I have.
Sure. And I will roll
Make
the
it,
healing for that.
Let's see, can I make it like a Healy fire? There you go. Healing fire.
Oh, I get back 6 HP.
Alrighty, cool. Awesome. Okay. So, it's this thing's turn. It's going to go to here. I need a con save, Kara. If it goes here, is that okay? Yeah, con save for me, Kara. Ah, cool. There it is. Yeah, so you're blind again. It is going to, knowing that, definitely attack you once at a minimum. It will hit you for 10 bludgeoning and 19 cold. We'll have to 9, I guess. And at that point, it will step 5, 10 away.
Oh.
Right, opportunity
and
attack.
Go for it. Mallow, 18 hits you. 18 is
Yep.
your AC, right? Yeah.
I hit it, I'm
You,
assuming.
you do. Go ahead. You can swing damage. It will still hit Mallow for.
Is it shooting through the wall?
Yeah, it's just a tree. You're not necessarily taking cover.
This that it's right next to?
Oh, do I have an aura that I can't see? It still has movement that will. I can move it straight down and it'll be fine. Thank you for letting me know. I have an aura on it. I couldn't see that. But yes, good call. Regardless, it will still do it. It was 24 cold, halved to 12 for you, Mallow. And that is all it can do on this turn, I believe. So, Kara, you. Okay. Alright. Yeah, good hit on it, Kara. And actually, you know what? It still has. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20. And no matter what it does. Yeah, it'll just stay there. Fuck it. Mace's turn. Go ahead, Mace.
Okay.
Oh, and you are no longer blinded, Mallow.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna dash over to this guy,
Mhm.
and yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else.
Alrighty. Pluzak. Ah, that will indeed hit. 9 to crack. Okay. Are you muted, by the way? I haven't heard you say anything. Are you just rolling without saying?
Nope, definitely muted. Um, if the target is undead, if you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me
Okay.
next turn. Okay.
Alright. Very
And
cool.
then I guess, since we're
Still moving
marching
the
the zombies around, we'll
Yeah.
go like northeast 20 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, I might have gone a little far, but it is what it is. Alright. It leaves us on Leif.
Oh yeah. That's all we gotta do. Come up as far as we can. Yep. Bop. And then we're going to re-manifest this guy. Get whatever, 15 up in there. And then that should give me enough movement. Yeah, because he can do that. We're going to swing him around to here. And then we're going to smack this guy.
Okay, go for it.
23.
Mhm.
We're going to re-roll a 9 for 15. Good re-roll.
Mhm.
And then we'll smack him again for 18.
Mhm.
For another 10.
Mhm.
That's 25. And let's just burn another one of these. Gonna heighten my echo's fury.
Mhm.
And for another 19
Mhm.
on 14 of it. All right.
Okay. Beautiful. Very big hits. It is very close to dead.
Just like kind of look past him at Mace and just nod to him, just like you got it from here.
Alright. Mallow, you are up.
Go to the edge here. Just smack him.
Okay. Yep. That'll hit. It will die. You don't have to worry about damage. And that will be it. Very well done. Alright. Combat has ended. And I'm double checking, but that should be 1,000 experience for all of you.
Oh,
1,000.
For those whites?
The things that were attacking you?
Yeah.
No, that is not quite correct.
So-
Something slightly different.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We had these creatures specifically attack
We
us
have fought them before, yes.
Okay, so if I recall correctly, we had inspected them before, and underneath the whole cloak thing, it was just like a skeleton or some rotting corpse.
Hey man, if that's your memory, you might be right.
I mean, I guess I'll just check now to be sure.
Well, that would be correct.
Okay, good, good. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I was correct to be wary of the whole aura thing. Um, even though you want to rule it your way, like
Yeah, no,
still.
absolutely. It was worth bringing up for sure.
Also means I was getting in my extra damage.
Correct. It's just,
I,
it was funny because it kept varying. Where some attacks it would be like 8, the others would be like 2. It's like, all right, well, I had to keep looking.
Okay.
I'm not a bonfire the other Yeti.
Absolutely, we will set both of them on fire. Oops. Come on, bitch.
I've never really thought about it, but disposing of the bodies with fire is probably the single best thing you can do, considering that Oral seems to be fond of, well, undead.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it this whole time.
He's doing it since the fucking fortress.
Yeah. I think the Duergar, yeah. We're all lit up.
Yep. All right, so I
Yeah,
will tell you
Pluzak knows
guys,
something we don't.
we're probably going to end here for tonight. You're not going to necessarily have any encounters from here to East Haven, but considering you know that East Haven could potentially be dangerous, I'm just going to stop it here, and we will approach the city next time, if that makes sense. If that sounds fair.
And I'm assuming Kara, the 3d6 was the rest of the healing from the healing spirit.
Correct.
All right, so who's
And
taking
then the
them?
one, and then the other healing underneath that was a second wind.
Are you doing them all on yourself?
Yeah,
Okay, no, that's fine.
I was
Just
the only one. I was.
you and
me
Mallow.
I think
Mallow is actually
we're the
worse off
ones-
than you.
I don't know. I got down to less than half.
He's, I think,
I'm at
13?
15.
15.
All right, heal. Yeah, go.
Mallow
go
got
ahead,
hit by a
heal
crit,
him.
was actually the biggest issue.
Yeah,
I'm still maxed out.
same.
Mhm.
Do you want some healing, Mallow? Because
Double-
I've got. Okay.
Double Leaf and Echo high five on Mace for not getting hit.
I mean, if we're gonna
Nice,
make it
yeah.
to the town to heal up, then that's one thing. But if we're not, I'll burn 2 cure wounds on him.
Well,
Still
the
good.
problem is are we going to make it to the town and be able to rest? Right? Or are
time-
we going to
what
make
time
it
is
to
it
the
now?
town and then
So-
have a fight?
I
If
think
we
we were
make
right
it to
in the middle of the
town
night, right?
and we have a fight, he'll have health. If we make it to the town and have a rest, we get everything back anyway. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution and heal him regardless.
Okay. I mean, I can cast one if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
It is
so-
it's like between 5 and 6 p.m. right now, whoever asked what time it is currently.
I did. Yeah.
You guys are a little bit out of East Haven, enough that it's going to still be another like 30 minutes to an hour of a trek.
All right, so Mallow,
but-
you get 21 health back from me.
God.
Where's cure wounds?
Is that and then plus the 10 from before?
The 10 from before was mine.
Okay.
That was for on me. The D8 plus 3s are the ones for you.
So that is awesome rolls. One's a 1,
Classic Pluzak.
one's a 4. Nothing above 4. So
Doesn't
Yep.
your sickle give you
yeah,
like
the
an
moon
extra die or
sickle
something?
gives me. That's what I was just looking at.
Yeah.
Moon sickle. You can roll a d4 to add the number rolled to the amount of hit points healed.
There you go.
Now that I think
So you get an
about
extra
it,
1.
and
Okay.
it's a little.
Hey!
There it is.
There we go.
This looks like
So
I'm
what's that,
trying, I
13?
promise.
Leif and Azeko want to just kind of like look at these zombie things and then turn and look at Pluzak and just be like, "Are these ours now?"
As you ask that, like one of them starts scratching its stomach, but it gets real close to the trigger.
Oh my god.
Hours?
We
What
may
do
want
you
to
mean
revoke its arm
hours?
privileges.
They're not bad anymore, right? They're gonna stay like that forever.
They are bad. They
Can we
are
keep 'em?
zombies.
Oh, but they're not gonna hurt us, right?
I mean, are you gonna stick your hand in their mouth?
I mean, not unless they want me to.
Oh, they want you to.
Do we feed them?
Nope,
They want you to.
we do not feed them. They do not breathe. They do not rest. When we rest, they will watch.
Ma-
Yeah, some people think
Mace is a zombie?
controversially about the whole undead thing.
They
No,
can't
in
talk,
most countries.
but they can watch.
Leif just kind of walks away, and now he's pondering like what Mace is, because
They're always
Mace doesn't eat or anything.
Yeah.
He's just looking at him from over here.
So
They
if they're not
fix a
whites,
zombie.
what are they?
Yeah,
Wraiths?
that sounds about right for him, honestly.
I can't think of it. It might be wraiths. Can is there anything to light on fire, like that cloak that they have over them? Can I light that on fire? So that these
Yeah. I
wraith
mean,
guys-
these things would definitely take. It wouldn't be too hard to light them up.
Okay, so I'm gonna bonfire on each of them until they catch.
Yeah, they are basically like frostbitten corpses in deteriorated parkas. So they just kind of out in the
that's
elements
right.
in the cold. So the parkas will catch pretty easily.
Yeah, this was way before the fortress. Okay.
It was the Black Cabin. It was actually what the party was going to do when they met Pluzak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you watched people die, and they fall through
Yeah.
a hole or whatever. Oh no, he
Yeah,
rescued people.
No,
Mace fell through the hole.
through the hole. I flew
Yeah, I
down
fell
to
through the
get
hole.
him. They touched something upstairs and exploded.
Yeah.
And when I came back
Yeah,
up,
they
There
I
were
were
was
just
like,
two
"What the fuck
corpses.
happened?"
Yeah.
Fully afterlife.
Yep.
Just
It was wonderful.
I gotta run and take care of the pups.
Absolutely.
All right.
Good plan, man.
All right, bud.
Bye, guys.
yeah, it's well, I mean, I guess it had to happen in the early levels, but it's one of the few times I've actually seen an insta death.
Granted, it was a mechanically based insta-death, but
Yeah.
still, it happened.
Yeah.
Well, and to be fair to your point, I think it technically was a damage roll. It's just really high damage roll that is basically impossible to survive at that level. I can
Yeah,
look.
I remember it not being a thing of like where you're transported to like the ethereal
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah.
They were
basically.
actually just gone,
Yeah.
vaporized.
Vaporize is a good term. Yeah, the Black Cabin. Let me take a look here. It was in the
It's-
main room
wanna go outside?
before. Okay. First time a creature picks up, the summon starts. Core glows. Each creature in the sphere must make a DC 17 con save or take 10d10 plus 35 radiant damage. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point
So
we
it's
had
just
like what
at
20
your
or
level, yeah. That one you guys were like maybe 3 or 4. It was still pretty way early, yeah. If even, yeah. I don't even think a rogue with like fucking dodge is gonna
Evasion?
get that even at level 5, yeah. Well, it's a con save, so evasion's not gonna help you. You could maybe.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess you couldn't even do what's it called? The dodge reaction, because that's technically for
Yeah.
weapon attacks. Yeah.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. Like.